Hello and welcome, everyone. It is 5 a.m. Yes, 5 a.m. on the East Coast today. No sleep. Well, technically Friday, I guess. Do you know where your internet is, folks? Because DSP doesn't know where his internet went. It's gone. It ran out on him. Like a scorned lover, like Cat should have done a long time ago, folks. And our boy has been panicking a little bit because of it. So I wanted to go a few videos. I gotta interrupt my current schedule of videos that I was working on to bring you this late breaking news. Like 2 or 3 days late. So it's not that breaking anymore. I know I'm always behind on everything. But let's try to dive into this and see where this takes us. See why Phil is freaking out so bad, and why he's singing so much.
So, and on top of that, I can't really monitor. Like right now, if you guys were to contribute via YouTube, like if you were to do a super chat or a membership, there's a helicopter above my house, or a gifted membership, I'd see all
They're
that.
coming for you,
YouTube
Phil.
Chat, and I'd be able to shout that out live. But I can't, like tips. If you guys tip me, the only way that I can see that is by constantly checking emails, and my emails on my phone don't update live. They update like delayed. So the only way I can even see a tip is to keep checking, or if you guys say, hey Phil, I tipped, and then I know who you are, trust you, and I'll check. You know, then we'll go from
Only
there.
if he trusts you, though.
It just really kind of sucks. This is why I don't like streaming this way. This is why I have a very set way that I do it with, you know, everything here on the laptop going, so I can see the chat, I can interact with you guys, and we can talk with each other. And then I have other things, you know, the game here, whatever. This is why I have it like that. When it's not like that, you try and use your phone and shit, it's just a horrible mess. Really.
Because you're autistic, Phil. And that's not an insult. That's just a trait of autism. Because I get that sometimes too. I get very set in my ways. I have like OCD, and if something isn't how it normally is, it makes me a little uncomfortable. To be honest, we just reorganized our living room setup a little bit here, and it's taken me a little while to get used to it. And we just happened, so I mean, it's less than a day, but it'll get there. I'll get used to it eventually, yeah. But it's something a little bit different from what I'm used to, so it's going to take me a while to get used to it. And that's just kind of how it is when you're on the spectrum a bit, if you want to call it that or whatever. So I get where he's coming from. It's like it's not what I'm used to doing, and Phil of all people are the least likely to go with the flow kind of thing. You know, he can't adjust on the fly. You know what I mean? Like he's very rigid in that aspect. It's like, oh no, I can't just use my phone to check. And I think he'll say later on in this video, I'm pretty sure he was saying that the downstairs modem was working. One of the modems was still working. Because, like, obviously his we'll get into his whole desktop thing and the whole pipes situation. But, like, I thought his downstairs modem was still working, but his upstairs one was the one that's not working. So why can't he just connect his phone to the downstairs, or his laptop and his phone to the downstairs laptop? Why don't he connect his laptop and his phone to the downstairs modem and just use it off of that? And we'll get into the whole hotspot thing in a little bit here, but worst case scenario, you could still check your phone for, oh God forbid he doesn't check his tips every 5 seconds sporadically to see if a new tip came in, because he's so desperate for those tips, though, you know? It's like, Phil, you can go like a couple minutes without checking for tips every 5 seconds. Someone will say if they tipped you, and then you can check.
Ayúdame, por favor. Es muy importante. Cracker Jack says I should spend time
and
with
his
Cat.
chat doesn't go by that fast anyway.
Right? We can't watch anything. The only thing we can do is watch stuff on our phones. I'll talk about this in a second because I want to tell the story, and then I'm sure we're going to get into
I'm sure it's a good story, Phil.
What's going on? So you
Great
guys understand
story.
What's going on, and go from there. But like with no internet, there's like we can't watch anything that we want to watch. All you can do is watch it on our phones. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't listen to music unless you listen to it on your phone, right?
You don't listen to music anyway.
Says, what about the rule no
Who are you
love,
kidding?
no love when it comes to sex? I think that means sex with a condom. I mean,
What?
safe sex is very important, especially for young people. The last thing you want to do is get pregnant or get a girl pregnant, because I don't know, I have female viewers as well, so you don't want to get pregnant.
God forbid you procreate, Phil. That's a sad day for mankind if
that's the case. Sometimes it will change your entire life for the rest of your life. And maybe you had aspirations.
Why are we talking about this?
Maybe you had plans for your life, and now they're done because you got a kid. That's it. When you have a kid, everything changes, you know?
It's easy for you guys to say, I really wish, but I have to work tonight. I have to work and try to earn money tonight. It's supposed to be a stream for me. I already had a very slow Mario stream last night. I was hoping to make up for it with Spider-Man today. We were doing all right. Then I lost an hour of gameplay when this whole thing happened, and I can't lose another stream. By the way, as you guys are going to find out, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do my stuff for Friday. I can't right now. I can't even buy and download Alan Wake 2. So we got to talk about all this. You'll see. But I have to be here, and I have to work. And hopefully, again, if you guys can support the stream in any way tonight.
Again, just a reminder, he got all his debts paid off from his bankruptcy, right? And he's probably somewhat caught up with taxes, or at least he hasn't been complaining about taxes that much. So he's probably on a manageable payment plan for the tax situation. They're not like pounding down his door at this point because he's probably on some sort of payment plan for it, right? His car is paid off. He makes like what, $5,000 to $7,000 a month. Are you fucking telling me you can't go 1 or 2 days without getting fucking paid, Phil? Now, I would reference a past video I made, but that video I was in the middle of recording and editing that video, so that's not up yet. But I reacted to his like, his YouTube check was going to be like what, 2 days late or something, and he was freaking out about that. And that's part of the whole video I'm making, right? I was making before this happened. So I'm probably going to be repeating myself a little bit from that video, but that video is not up yet. So when that video comes up, I'll just deja vu, whatever. I don't know, but like Phil, like I'm poor as fuck, okay? I'm like, I don't have any shame in saying that. It just is what it is. I'm used to it, okay? I don't make a lot of money. But me and my partner, like, we budget as best we can. He's better at money than I am, so he created the whole budget plan, and we're going by that. And I make maybe, like, not even a quarter. Well, I don't know math very well. But I make way, way less than he makes per month, right? And I can go 1 or 2 days without working if I absolutely had to. If there's some emergency, God forbid, knock on wood, right? But if there's some emergency where like me, my partner, immediate family member is like dire sick and in the hospital or whatever, and I had to take off, like I could survive 1 or 2 days without having to work if I absolutely had to. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to like make sacrifices or not eat ramens one day or something for dinner or something, but I can make it work. We had like same with grocery shopping. Like I can go like a week or two without grocery shopping if I need to, because we stock up on groceries, you know? Like, how is he supposedly now this is all us taking his lies at face value. This is assuming he's not lying here, which is a big assumption to make because of him being a compulsive liar and how much he lies. But assuming he's telling the truth here and taking his words at, what's the right phrase for that? Taking his words at face value, right? How the fuck can you like be freaking out and in such dire need of money because you miss one stream? One fucking stream. Half a day of work? And didn't you just have a stream where you literally made $0 on that stream? Not counting the podcast, but in the actual stream itself, you made $0. So just assume this was another stream that you made $0 and don't show up. Now I know some people, some other detractors out there, are theory crafting that this is all fictitious and made up in some way for him to try to milk more money and sympathy from his fans. if that is the case, it's obviously not working because he didn't even hit his first goal, even in this video, in the night video that happened, and even in the short little video he did before. So in the night stream, he still didn't make it. So it didn't work, clearly. I'm gonna hold my judgment until we're done with this video, to see where I stand and if he is faking it or not. But let's continue for now.
Please, you know, anything, membership, super chats, tips, please do. Tips would be great, because now I've had 2 straight streams where I didn't even hit the tier 1 tips goal, and this last one is not my fault. There's nothing I could do about it when it fucked up. You know what I mean? So please, if you could support, please do. All right.
I did nothing wrong.
You never would have tips to begin with, so just enjoy your ban, because I'm not gonna put up with your bullshit tonight.
I did everything
Jesus
right.
Christ, these fucking idiots. Yes, I'm feeling terrible. I'm obviously sick. Let's complain. In the meantime, by the way, I'm still talking with the chat rep. And just for the record, when you talk with Comcast chat reps, it's like talking to a very small child, where you have to explain every step of the way, everything that's going on in very slow terms, so they can get it. And they'll repeat and they'll reiterate and they'll ask you the same question 4 times. And you have to keep answering it because like nothing sticks. You know, like the head of a child. Like you talk to them, it bounces right off. That's exactly what it's like talking to their chat rep.
Jesus, how demeaning can he be to other human beings? Unless he's talking to an AI, no, not an AI, a bot. I'm sorry. If he's talking to a chat bot, yeah, that makes sense. But if he's actually talking about real life human people that he's calling on the phone, that's just like fucking shitty, man. Like, are you really like gonna demean people? Like, it's not their fault that they are working a job that you feel is beneath you or some shit. Like, really? You're gonna like fucking treat other people like that? I mean, again, it makes sense if it is just a chat bot and not a real person, but other than that, that's just shitty, man. I'm like, yeah, even if they are foreigners, they're still doing the job. We're hired, so they have to be somewhat competent in what they're doing to do that, right? They're not just gonna randomly hire some person who doesn't even know what the fuck the internet is. They have to, like, be trained of some sort.
And what's hilarious about it is you absolutely know that the vast majority of things that they say in that chat are just copy-pasted off of like a piece of paper or a checklist. They have no actual understanding of anything you're telling them. All they're doing is going step by step through a checklist to either try to help you or get you to the person who can help you.
That's some huge insinuation right there, Phil. That's a lot of assumption.
I explained the whole situation. And this is like 15, 20 minutes of talking. And finally, after like 20 minutes, they say, okay, so what I want to do, I want to restart your modem. And I told them, let's do the downstairs modem because I don't want to restart the upstairs modem. I might lose my connection and then I can't get on the internet again. So instead, let's mess with the downstairs. Let's restart the downstairs modem. Let's see what happens if you do that. They said they wanted to do that and check the settings. So they go to do it, and the chat crashes.
Tumblr. Cool.
Successfully flushed the DNS resolver cache. Okay?
And again, if he was any kind of smart valedictorian like he claims to be, why did he not start a chat on his phone with mobile data going, so it's not connected to the internet, or it's connected to his mobile 4G wireless, not Wi, fuck, his mobile 4G data instead of the Wi-Fi, right? That way, obviously, if they're restarting the route, oh my god, sorry. I'm just realizing like how dumb he is. Like, what did you think was gonna happen when they restarted the modem, Phil? Obviously, it's gonna disconnect the chat. It's a modem. That's how your internet is. So the internet's gonna blip because it's restarting the fucking modem. So why the hell didn't you pull up your phone, shut off Wi-Fi on your phone, use the 4G, and open up Spectrum and talk to a person in the chat on your phone so you can talk them through it while it's resetting? Oh, well, it resets, so then I had to go on again and talk to a different person, and the same thing happened. I spent another 30 minutes. That's on you. Like, what did you think was literally going to happen when they restarted your modem, Phil?
That's what it says. So, I go to the browser, I click refresh, and it sits there, and it tries to load, and this site can't be reached. It didn't affect anything. Okay, it did absolutely nothing.
Wop, wop.
So then you say, type ipconfig/register DNS. I tried that. ipconfig/register DNS. The requested operation requires elevation. So if I lift my laptop above my head and I type it, will it work? What the fuck does that mean? It requires elevation.
Okay, I'll give it to Phil. That was actually a funny
you don't
joke.
Understand intelligent, like, conversation and intelligent comment.
I mean, I honestly do think that was more a joke. He wasn't being. I hope to God he wasn't actually being serious, and that was actually a joke. Because good God, if that was not a joke.
On something criticism. So sorry that you're stupid. I own the laptop. Run the command as an admin. How do I do that? This is default. My default laptop thing. I haven't messed with it. You know what I'm saying? This is. How do I do that? How do I elevate? So I don't know what the hell you think you're talking about. You are completely misinformed. Okay? He does it, and guess what happens? I'm going to give you guys one guess at what happened. The chat disconnects. Absolutely correct. So think about that. 30 minutes talking to the first guy. I'm going to restart your modem, and then we'll see what's going on. Okay, please do it.
Could have used your phone. What did you think was going to happen?
So I disconnected with the last guy. Let me tell you the whole conversation.
This guy's an idiot.
Okay, I'm still going to waste your time, ask you all the same questions again. I answer them. All right, I'm going to restart your modem, see what's going on. Okay, do that. Chat disconnects.
What did you think was going to happen?
You can't make this shit up. And by the way, again, I can't speak to a human. There's no humans available to speak to at all. So you can't speak to a human about the situation. It's not possible. All right?
After hours.
And I have no other resolution at all. Nothing I can do. There's no help I can get from Comcast right now. All right? So you want to know what I did?
To wait and be patient.
The fucking page. I said, that's enough. I've already wasted about an hour in this chat. This is a complete waste of everyone's time. The chat is dog shit. Comcast is dog shit. I'm just going to try to figure this out for myself. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe my problem is I always think that it's my fault.
It might be Comcast.
Like, I think, man, the reason that this is happening is because something I did. Okay. Now, in the meantime that all this is happening, all right, I tried the DNS thing. That didn't work. I tried talking to Comcast. That didn't work. All right? I actually had told everyone, well, listen, there's no way I can do a normal Mario stream tonight. I don't know what's going on with my internet.
Actually, you could.
Desktop, but I'm not.
You very easily could have done a Mario stream, Phil. It's not that hard. Newsflash, most Switch games, if it's a single-player game, doesn't require you to be online. So you could have played a Mario game and could have just looked on your phone for the chat. I'm like, yeah, it would have sucked to have to, like, maybe pause every 5 seconds or so. Not every 5 seconds, I'm exaggerating. But every once in a while to read your chat on your phone. Yeah, that might have stunk. But hey, it's better than sitting there for a whole 2 hours bitching and complaining about your internet not working. And yet, not taking any advice or help from your own chat that you yourself are asking for help from. You are asking for help from your viewers. Your viewers are offering help, and yet you refuse their help. This is the shit that doesn't make sense. This is why some people are thinking that you're faking this, Phil. Because if you were really in such desperate, dire need for help, you'd think you would actually take some of the advice from some of your viewers instead of shooting out every single suggestion for help.
To nothing, right? I don't want to mess with the internet on this desktop at all, because I know if I restart, if I do anything with this modem, I'm probably gonna lose my internet connection and I'm not gonna have it anymore. It's gonna go away, right? So I'm like, dude, I am totally not messing with this at all and risking anything. Klein did a super chat. He says, let's be honest, you were probably drunk. I have no idea what he's talking about. Today? No, I haven't been out drunk today. Maybe tonight. Maybe I need it tonight, but not today. Okay. Phil, that's right. I really have not drank like this for anything in a long time. Where I can do anything here Friday, and that's a day I'm supposed to be streaming games. So I really am between a rock and a hard place right now. I had to figure out what we could do. If we can maybe find a workaround tonight. If we can't, I literally got to stand here with my fingers freaking crossed and hope that they fix it so it works by Friday and I can download Alan Wake and we can stream. This sucks. This is not a good situation. It's a garbage situation. I don't know what the future holds. It's not a good situation, you know. Crimson Tide.
Spoiler alert: he did end up downloading Alan Wake anyway. So
last night you were talking for 2 hours about how you clogged your toilet and there were turds everywhere. I don't believe that you're an actual laptop expert and can help tonight. I'm sorry. I don't believe you. Oh my god. Oh, people are so fucking ridiculously hard-headed. Okay, I got people telling me I need to update the drivers on my laptop. I told you the whole story of what happened today. Painstakingly, each step I told you what happened. People are actually like, oh, it's the drivers on your laptop. Oh.
And this is why you don't have fans anymore, Phil. So maybe they don't know 100% they're not very tech savvy, right? I get that. I'm not that tech savvy. I'm more tech savvy than this advice that was given here, but like, okay, just say, hey, no, sorry, that's not it, and move on. You don't have to be a total asshole to people who you think are dumber than you because they offer wrong advice on one subject that they're not expert in. You know what I mean?
God, you fucking people. I swear some people.
You hear this? Are you hearing this? You fucking people. You fucking assholes. To his own chat. This isn't even targeted towards trolls. This is his fans he's talking to. And he wonders why his viewership is dropping. He wonders why he has no fans left. I'm like, you're being openly aggressive and hostile to every fucking one of your fans on a daily fucking basis. And then you wonder why no one likes you, Phil. You wonder why you don't have any friends, any regulars anymore outside of OIC and fucking Derek and Jade. Because they're all mentally challenged and they don't seem to realize that they're being verbally abused and emotionally manipulated by this fucking failure of a con artist.
No, Top Op Smoke Puffa, I understand what you're saying. He says log into your own IP address. I know how to log into this. I know exactly how to log into this modem if I wanted to. I could log into my modem right now, the Comcast modem. I know how to do it. I know the password, but I'm not restarting it. I will lose my internet. Do you understand? The only way I can talk to you right now and broadcast and make content and make money is that modem works. So I'm not restarting that modem under any...
I mean, that's technically a lie. You could stream from your phone. I mean, granted, your phone is old as hell. So you think, if I have to run a business and God forbid my internet temporarily goes down, maybe I should have a newer phone that has like 5G hotspot enabled. So I could use my 5G hotspot if necessary, and then I could stream YouTube videos from it if need be. But no.
Circumstances, unless the power goes out, then it goes off. Outside of that, I'm not fucking with that modem. I will mess with the one downstairs, because that's just a wireless connection for my phones and shit. But I am not messing with that fucking modem. If someone came in here and got close to that modem, I would tackle them and punch them repeatedly and throw them out of my home.
Do you really believe that?
And to everyone here...
So he doesn't want his problem fixed, is what I'm gathering, right? Because, like, yeah, the modem upstairs is working for his desktop, but it's still not working for any of his consoles or anything else. It's not working for his laptop. It's not working for his Xbox or his... Well, wait, I think it was working for his Xbox, but not his PlayStation 4 or something like that. So it's still not working for half your devices upstairs that you need to run your business properly, right? So are you telling me when the I keep wanting to say Spectrum, but he has Comcast. When the Comcast guy is there and he's trying to fix things for this dumbass, he's gonna like jump at the guy and say, like in that fucking, like in Project 7, to be like, no, and jump at the guy while he's trying to like restart and fix your fucking modem? Like, so you want to keep it broken then, huh? Is that what I'm hearing?
Here tonight, thanks for chilling. For those who did support in some way, thank you. Any further support would be greatly appreciated, notably tips. Like I said, last night...
I mean, I can understand him not wanting to mess with it because he's a moron and he has to know that he's probably tech illiterate at this point. So I can understand him not wanting to mess with it. Are you seriously saying you're going to stop the Comcast repair guy from even looking at it? Then why bother calling him?
Today I didn't
why
even
bother
finish
freaking out about all this?
stream of Spider-Man. So I haven't hit a tier 1 tips goal now in 3 days. Well, excuse me, 3 streams. So it'd be great to get anyone who wants to support tonight. That would help. He says, this is completely wrong, by the way. He says, you say contributions aren't expected, but you get mad at streams when they have low contributions and you say it's a slow night. That's not being mad. It's called a factual observation. If I say, all right, guys, FYI, we're having a slow night, and if you'd like to help me, please hit me tonight. It'll help me out. That's not a complaint. That's a factual observation. Sometimes, if you're having a slow stream, and you just mention that, people are like, oh, really? It's a slow stream? I want to help out. And they will. That's not demanding anything. That's just letting people know things are a little slow and they can help if they want. There's no demands on my streams whatsoever.
That's called begging, Phil.
Okay, you seem to think that because you're an asshole. So, just listen to this. This is hilarious. Someone just says in chat, I've emailed you to get unbanned because you unjustly banned me. You accused me of being a sock and you didn't respond. Do you really think that the night when my internet is not working, I cannot work properly? I may not be able to work on Friday when the new release comes out, and we're trying to work through together to fix this. Do you really think this is the appropriate night to come on my stream and talk about that? Yes. In life, there is something that you absolutely must learn about. I will give you good life advice
Something
tonight.
you never learned.
Beg for money. There is something called timing. All right? And I mean this. Timing is everything. If I didn't start on YouTube when I did, I never would have been popular, and I never would be able to do what I do for a living for the last
At least he admits it.
Even though I'm a tiny guy, I could still do it. Why? Because of timing.
Well, that's incorrect.
Who cares? Someone wants to hear your life story.
That's incorrect because everyone that used to watch you doesn't watch you anymore. So actually, that's incorrect. People are not tipping you now because you used to be popular a long time ago on YouTube. They're tipping you because you're begging all the time, and you somehow fooled a small handful of dents that you're actually good at what you do, even though you're obviously not.
It's all about the timing. You were here at maybe...
But he's correct that the only reason he was big at all was because he jumped in YouTube bandwagon when it was just getting started.
One of the worst possible times to talk about this, just saying. So there's literally zero fucking chance that I'm going to look into your issue right now. 0.0. Not even like a percentage point off of it. Like 0.0%.
All right, Phil, we get it. Move on.
Okay, thanks. Literally zero. Bloomkit says you can't use the working router to stream. Bloomkit. What do you think you're watching right now? What on earth do you think you're watching right now? What do you think this is?
He's probably talking about you playing games on stream, Phil. What you're supposed to be doing? You know that games thing? That, like, that's the only reason people watch you is to play games? You know that, Phil? Like, you could easily be playing Mario just fine right now. You could be playing any Game Pass game that isn't multiplayer just fine right now. You could be playing Spider-Man too, and it would be just fine right now, Phil. Why aren't you doing that? Why? Why aren't you doing that, Phil? Why would you rather sit and do a stream for 2 hours complaining and bitching about your internet not working when it's clearly working in some capacity because you're still streaming? Why?
A pre-recorded video? How am I talking to you in response if it's pre-recorded? This is a live stream right now. Yes, I can use that modem to stream. I'm literally doing that right now. My problem... Oh, yoy. Holy moly. We got a fun one tonight. You know what, guys? I will say this. This is the fun part about being a streamer, is because you guys don't come around just because of what game I'm playing. Right? Many of you come around simply to just hang out and talk. And I appreciate that, because tonight, even with this bullshit going on, is still fun. We're still having a good time. We're joking with each other. You know, you're trying to make levity out of an annoying situation. That's what it's all about in life, right? Making the lemonade out of the lemons. I'm having a good time with you guys tonight, regardless of the fact, you know, that I can't, freaking do anything here tonight with gameplay and nothing's working.
You could do something with gameplay, though.
I'm happy that things are working, all right?
Oh my god. What is this montage? What?
Stop this! Let me check again. I gotta keep checking for contributions. Listen, like,
oh my god.
Guys,
you don't
I'm
have
gonna be
to
here
keep
at least
checking.
for another half an hour trying to figure this out. I would really appreciate it if tonight, if you could support the stream at any way, I would appreciate it. Again, sucks that this has happened. I'm I don't know what's going on. I want to fix it. I hope we can. But I'm working on it right now, trying to figure this out. So what do you guys think is the problem? What can I do here? You want me to blow bubbles? People are so desperate for bubbles all night. Here you go. You ready? Didn't even blow. There. You got your bubbles. Since people have been bugging about me for an hour for fucking bubbles. But obviously there's more important things. There's the bubbles. Okay. We did the bubbles. All right. Anything else? Anything to add? I guess we're going to... This is it. Nothing else. There's no other contributions or anything have come in. So I guess this is where we're going to adjourn for the night. It just sucks. That's 3 straight streams. I didn't even hit the first tips call. Probably, you know, would have done better tonight if I was actually playing Mario, but, you know, it's life, right? Oh. All right, guys. Well, that is it for tonight. Sorry for the mess. I'll do my best. I'm going to still film the daily wrap, and I'm going to try this. I'm literally going to try this hotspot thing right now and see how it works, if it works. I want to play Alan Wake 2 for you guys on Friday. I mean, we've been waiting for it for 13 effing years. It would really suck if I can't play it because of Comcast. Excuse me. And I hope that we can get a resolution. It worked. It's working. It just started working. I went to google.com and it loaded. Hold on. No. How did google.com loaded? But I can't get other websites to load. I went to cnn.com and it won't load. But I went to google.com and Google loaded. I can search on Google, but I can't do other sites. How does this make any fucking sense?
How does this
right
make
now,
any
I just searched
sense?
on Google Mario Brothers and the search worked, but I can't go to another website because I'm on the Google DNS. Why would YouTube work if CNN
Probably
doesn't?
that's why, Phil, yeah.
YouTube is loading. YouTube is loading. YouTube just loaded. It's loading slow, though. It's loading pretty slow. No, I didn't turn on my mobile hotspot. Stop. I didn't even do that. Stop that right now.
Maybe you should
Don't
try.
confuse me. Yeah, like, it loaded, but it's slow.
Although, like, you would think, as an adult, you would know what is included and what isn't included in your cell phone data plan thing. Like, I have unlimited data, but that does not include wireless hotspot. I don't have the hotspot included in my phone plan, right? So I'm like, but I have unlimited data, but no hotspot, because I don't really think I need a hotspot. But in a situation like this, where your job depends on being online, maybe that would have been a good idea. So if he does attempt to hook up his wireless hotspot and it's not included in his phone plan, he might be screwed for a lot of fucking money. So I do kind of wonder if the hotspot was actually included in his bill or not. Because that would be fucking hilarious if in a week from now, or a month from now, I mean, when he gets his next bill, holy shit, guys, my cell phone bill was like twice as much as normal. I don't understand what happened, guys. That hurt my nose. Fuck.
Like for example, let's say I click on this Spider-Man video from yesterday, all right? Yeah, it won't even load. It's like endlessly loading. The page loaded. Dude, it's real slow. Maybe because I'm on the wireless, and now it won't work at all.
It's almost like YouTube has a lot of different, like, images and video, and there's just a lot of shit to load on a YouTube page compared to, like, a Google search.
I think I give up. It worked for half a second, and it was very slow, but it was working. And then it stopped working. I don't know what it was, because I went from the wireless. I plugged in the wired again. Then I changed the DNS back again, and the whole thing fucked up. All right. All right, I'm done for now. There's absolutely no reason for me to keep fucking around with this, right? It doesn't seem to be working actively. It's all fucked up.
No.
I'm not going to get it working tonight. Like I said, what I'm going to try to do is make this hotspot.
All right, so that's one. I do hope we get the one that...
Happy Halloween!
Right. So there's this one part that he mentions that I wanted to go over. So I hope this one has it. I'm just going to skim over this one a little bit, because I don't know if this is the same one or not. It's from the same guy, but like it seems to be like the same thing. Because it's from Beamology. Still, it has the same opening.
Couple quick reminders. Best ways to support stuff today would be memberships or gifted memberships, because we have dipped a ton.
So I think this was
great to get back to where we.
Oh, okay, I see. So this is like back when. This is before the video we just watched. I do apologize for getting this out of order.
or tips. I'm trying to at least hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream.
Because this was when he
We
was
did
still
do that with
playing
Spider-Man last night,
Spider-Man, and it was
we
still
supported that,
working.
but the Mario stream was very slow yesterday. So a solid day
And we
today.
dive
support,
right into
would be
begging,
appreciated,
too.
Okay? All right, here we go. Take a look at the leaderboard, guys. We only have $19 in tips so far today for the stream.
Womp
When I come
womp.
back, I'm going to be here between an hour and an hour and a half. If people are thinking of contributing to the stream to hit the tips goal today and keep the vet streak going, when I come back from break, please do it as soon as possible, because you know what's going to happen. You're going to have people who are going to be screaming, oh my God, the vet streak, and I'm not going to be able to concentrate.
Oh, that's an old clip.
Doing that. So if you're thinking of contributing today, when I come back from break, please contribute, all right? Anyway, all right, so 2 more hours, guys. I want to say thanks to everyone who's here chilling. If you are enjoying the stream, if you can support it in some way, I would appreciate it, whether that be liking the stream, leaving, talking with me, of course, during it, perhaps a super chat, a membership, gifted membership, or tip. Remember, number 1, we're trying to build up the members back to where they were, and also I'm trying to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream. It would be great if we could hit that tips goal today, sooner rather than later. It would be great. Remember, if we get higher goals, we get other rewards like hats and vests and things like that. All right? Okay. Sound good?
Anyone who tells you these things happen for a reason should be cursed with wet socks forever.
What a great podcast. Very meaningful.
Better than your
The world's
podcast,
worst
Phil.
podcast. Be cursed with wet socks forever. Wow.
That's better
the
than
Wet
your
Socks Curse
podcast, Phil.
podcast.
Oh my
You would
God.
think that they were going to do a series of podcasts. They would have had like better writing than that, but whatever, I guess.
At least they have writing. You just kind of
So,
like
I'm just waiting for it to
lather
work and load
and
here.
rant about
Am I
anything.
coming back? Am I coming back? I'm back. Yep, don't know what happened. That was weird. My internet downstairs didn't go out, but upstairs it did. The thing is, there is no way that was a denial of service attack, because denial of service attacks would have kicked me off the internet and forced a whole modem reboot, and the modem didn't reboot. So I literally have no idea what that was. No idea. But we're back, right? We're good?
Oh yeah, we're
the camera's
back,
on.
Phil.
The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Back in black.
Hello. Whatever. Let's continue.
Hello.
No, Jasper didn't unplug the router, and I don't have that thing anymore. Remember, I told you I used to have that signal, whatever it was, not splitter, but like a signal thing that if it unplugged from the wall, I would lose internet. They deinstalled that earlier this year, so that definitely wasn't that.
Deinstalled.
So I don't know
Not
what that was.
uninstalled.
Blip in internet.
Deinstalled.
Anyway, here we go. I have Alzheimer's. I sold Jasper into slavery. Oink, oink, oink. I'm a pig. This is pretty funny.
Funny.
So, I'm getting videos blocked on YouTube from playthroughs I did like 10 years ago. I'm not even kidding. Right? I'm serious. I just got an email that my Vice City playthrough from 2012 or 2013 got a part completely blocked. YouTube being so fucking stupid. Anyway, alright. So, again, you've been a great audience. Another hour before
You know
we go
what
on break
that
for
means?
dinner.
He's
Tonight, we're
gonna
playing Super Mario
restart
Brothers Wonder
a
at
new
6:45
Vice City
Pacific time.
playthrough.
So hope you'll come come by
I
tonight
hope
and
not.
chill with me and hang out for the new release, right?
These Grand Theft Auto
if you could
game
support today's stream, the next
playthroughs
hour
are
would be
so
great. As you
bad.
guys can see, I'm trying to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream. We have not done that. We're close, but we haven't
Oh my
yet.
God, more begging.
And anything else would be appreciated. Memberships, super chats, anything for the rest of the stream. Thank you in advance. And let's just continue, shall we? Okay. Right. So that being said, please, guys, please consider tipping me. Why? Because if you tip me, any funds you tip me, I get right away. I get them literally right away. I can put them into my bank account. The past 3 straight days, any tips you guys have given me, I've deposited straight into my bank account to try to make sure that there's enough money in there to clear all my bills. All right? So please.
So many
consider tipping.
bills.
What is with this? It was working fine. And obviously the internet's fine because it's working over here. It's working on the desktop, so you guys are still seeing the stream and everything. Why the laptop just crap out on me? Like I said, I think what happened was earlier, it was working fine, and then the laptop lost internet connection because my internet went out up here, okay? And then it went to the wireless downstairs, which it was using, and I think the internet downstairs conked out, which makes sense because probably doing the same thing it did up here. Maybe they're cycling the internet connections or whatever to update software or something. They do stuff like that. But then why the hell can't I connect to the internet on here? It doesn't make any fucking sense. So now I can't see the chat, and it won't load. Oh, this is frustrating. I don't know why the laptop isn't working.
Did he ever
There's
actually
zero
try
reason for it to not work.
restarting his laptop? I don't know if he
Zero.
actually tried
So now
that.
I can't look at it. I can't see you guys chatting. I can't see contributions. I can't see shit. Because the laptop won't load. It says connection refused. It's not connection refused. It's bullshit. It's just not loading. I guess what I can do is try restarting my internet downstairs to see if that fixes it. Because then maybe I can connect to it again down there. But I have no idea why this isn't connecting via the normal method. It says it's connected to the internet. It literally says internet access. Connected. So why won't it load any sites? What the fuck are they talking about? It won't load anything in my browser. Let me open a different browser.
But your
Maybe the
game is
laptop
still
needs to be
working, so
restarted or
clearly
something.
you
I don't know
could have
what's
been
going
playing
on that it did
Spider-Man 2
This is so
for
weird.
the night stream, but he didn't.
So only 2 things I can think of to try to fix it is number 1, Try to get the modem downstairs working. That still ain't gonna solve the problem that for some reason directly connected, the internet still won't load on this. Like, what the fuck just happened? Everyone, I'm very confused. I'm very confused. I don't know what's going on and why the laptop is not working. So, this is just reload the... I guess I have to restart the laptop and see if it fixes it. I have no idea what the laptop
lady's taking quite a lot of pictures.
I'm gonna try restarting the laptop and see what happens. I'm at a loss.
So we
I
didn't
don't know
try
what's going on.
restarting it.
In the meantime, let me also go downstairs and see if the internet's coming back on the downstairs modem. Maybe I have to restart it too. I'll be right back.
And that's fucking sad and pathetic. It really is.
So I confirmed my downstairs internet isn't working at all. I have 2 lines. The downstairs was not working, so I'm hard restarting that modem right now to see if that fixes it.
You see,
I've
guys?
also restarted my laptop.
You see, the 2 business lines are justified now. We all fucking laughed. I laughed. You laughed. We all laughed at Phil having 2 business class internet lines. But who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? We still are, but turns out it was a good thing he had 2 business lines because he can still stream on the upstairs one for some reason. He just can't see the chat, so he's still bitching.
To see if the internet will work. It doesn't make any sense that it wouldn't. Because it says it's plugged in. It says it has internet access and everything. So let me see here. I just might have to set everything up from scratch now. No, it says it's not working. What is going on?
I don't know.
My PS5 is on the same exact router, okay, as the internet to this laptop, okay? So I think what's happened is, I hate to say because you can see the internet's working on my PS5. I think what's happened is my Ethernet port no longer works on this laptop for some reason. I have no idea why, because I wasn't aware that it broke.
Oh wow, just the whole controller?
Your computer appears to be correctly configured.
Oh, this is when he fucks it up, because, like, he unplugs the Ethernet cable from the PS5, and it fucks it up.
But the DNS server is not responding.
Work again when he
what does that even mean? How could it be working, but the server doesn't respond? That doesn't make any sense in any way, shape, or fucking form. How does that even make sense? It makes no fucking sense at all, right? It makes 0 sense. How does that make any sense? I'm completely at a loss. This has never happened before. I've had this laptop for over 2 years. I never had an issue at all with it. And now today my internet is going in and out, and now it won't reconnect to the internet for some unknown reason. It's literally plugged into the same exact little router splitter as the PS5. The PS5 goes online and works, and the laptop won't. Why can't the laptop reach the server? How does that make any fucking sense? Right? And people are...
How many times are you going to say that? How does that make no sense? How does that make sense? Like,
I have to go to the computer to see what you're saying. I am rebooting the modem downstairs, so once the modem downstairs turns back on, hopefully I can connect to that and we'll be fine. But it makes no sense my Ethernet doesn't work on this laptop. That's what's confusing me. The Ethernet works on the desktop, or else the stream wouldn't be live. I wouldn't be able.
So, one thing, why is he using an Ethernet cable for his laptop? That's what I don't get. Now, I totally get using an Ethernet cable, like, for your desktop, if you're gaming on your desktop, or for your consoles. Like, I have an Ethernet cable connected to my my PS5. I think my PS4 Pro is on Wi-Fi, and I have an Ethernet cable connected to my desktop. But he is not gaming on his laptop. He is only using his laptop to view his chat and to check PayPal, and that's basically it. He's not gaming on that laptop. He's not doing anything that he needs the fastest updates, like the fastest possible speed for his laptop. He's not gaming on it. So why are you using an Ethernet cable for your laptop? I would get it if it was his desktop, because like I said, I have one plugged into my desktop, but I actually play games on my PC. Not that often, but I still do. So, like, I get it for the desktop and stuff, but, like, if he's just using his laptop for his YouTube chat and to check PayPal and shit, you could use a Wi-Fi just fine.
To see you chat. The Ethernet works on the PS5 because the PS5 is connected. Somehow the Ethernet on the fucking laptop stopped working. How does that make any sense? It doesn't. It's fucking bizarre. I tried changing the port on the Ethernet splitter that I use, or router, whatever you call it, to see if that'll do anything. Maybe the port is busted. I know the PlayStation port works because the PS5's online, you know, so that has to be working. And I was using Ethernet for the longest time, and it always showed as plugged in, connected to the Ethernet. So I assumed that's what it was using to connect to the internet. But apparently at some point it stopped doing that and was using wireless the whole time, and I just wasn't aware. I had no clue that the Ethernet wasn't working. This is so weird. Well, all I can do now, let's see if my modem downstairs rebooted and is working. Oh, it is. It's working. The one downstairs is now working because I just reloaded on my phone, and my phone's working now. So, maybe I can get this to connect wirelessly instead. I mean, don't tell me the whole Ethernet adapter is blown on this fucking thing. How could that even be possible? Out of nowhere?
So just use the Wi-Fi.
In the middle of me using it, I just so happened to have an internet fluctuation downstairs.
But I don't get that, though, because, like, I have Wi-Fi... I have Ethernet cable connected to my desktop, and it shows a different... Like, it shows the actual network that's connected to the internet, right? It doesn't show the Wi-Fi signal. The Wi-Fi... Like, I have a Wi-Fi card in my desktop, so if I wanted to, I could connect wirelessly on my desktop, but it would show a different symbol than when it's connected to a Ethernet cable. So, like, his laptop was somehow just using the Wi-Fi, but it didn't change the symbol to show that it was using the Wi-Fi. I don't fucking know.
And then it doesn't work.
Who knows with his shit?
Here, since I know that this Ethernet is not working, I'm just gonna disconnect it. There, I'm just going to disconnect the Ethernet adapter because I know it's not doing anything. It's not working. So there's no point. I'll just disconnect it. No, now it says no internet but secured connection to my router downstairs. How the fuck can I have no internet? What does that mean? Because again, I'm trying to read what you guys are saying over there.
What does it mean?
I can't really see what you're saying because it's tiny. That's why I need to have this laptop
no
to do the
internet,
chat.
Phil.
It happened again. So basically, I'm connected to my router downstairs, but it's saying I have no internet. No internet but secured connection to the router downstairs. What the hell does that mean? Your device is connected and can access other devices on your network, but may not be able to reach the internet. I told it to do a networking settings reset, and then I had it didn't do anything. It errored out, and I'm resetting it again. This sucks. I hope my laptop isn't broken. I mean, what did I do? Nothing. What did I do? The internet went out temporarily, and now all of a sudden the DNS settings are fucked up on the laptop. How is that even possible? Right? Like, what is going on here? Okay,
guys,
so
I need
restarted. I'm not going to.
I need you to buy me a new laptop.
Okay. At all. It says connections are available because it found the wireless. But I don't want to do that. Let's plug the Ethernet cable in and see what happens now. This is so weird. I've never had an issue like this before. I don't know what's going on with this fucking thing. So I plug in the cable, the Ethernet cable. Do you want to allow your PC to be discoverable on this network? Yeah. So I say yes. Network, internet access. It claims I have internet access now. Okay? So I open Google Chrome, and it tries to load Bing, which is their default thing, and it just sits here and doesn't load. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is going on? How did this happen in the middle?
Bing? What? You can change the default thing for Chrome, Phil. You do know that, right? Wait, why would Chrome have a default search for Bing when it's a Google-owned browser? Does that make any sense? Unless he just never changed his laptop settings for default search engine? Or the home page? I don't know what this guy's doing.
God! Because the internet went out downstairs, it randomly fucked up all the settings on the laptop. How does that make any sense?
Like, I use Opera GX, and I have my default search set up for DuckDuckGo. And then if I want to use Google, I'll have to obviously type in Google and go there and do it that way. But it's like, I chose DuckDuckGo. I didn't just leave it on whatever default thing it
won't connect to the internet. So basically, I plug it in, and it says you're connected, but then it says this DNS will not connect. This is I don't even know what to do. I have no idea how to fix this problem. Well, I might as well stop recording the playthrough. This has now been a 27-minute video of zero gameplay. I mean, troubleshooting network issues. So I guess we'll stop recording, and I guess we have probably no more gameplay today until I figure this out. All right, guys, sorry about that. Yeah, this stinks. I don't know what's going on. So let me get over to my desktop and talk with you guys, but you guys won't be able to hear me because my microphone won't be there. Maybe I have to move the mic over there. See what I mean? How annoying this is? Without having a chat over here, I'm dead in the water.
You don't have a backup mic?
Here. I need to be able to see everything. I can't see shit.
Like, I have like 3 different mics I could use right now if I wanted to.
Nothing will load right now.
I have my main mic, and then I have a backup one upstairs in a closet somewhere, and then I got like a crappier one.
On earth happened to this fucking laptop because the internet went out downstairs, which is now back, by the way. Because I just confirmed my phone is working with the internet, so the internet's definitely back. Yeah, just updated. It's definitely working on both modems. How is it that the DNS settings or whatever fucked up on the laptop and now the laptop won't connect to the internet? This doesn't make any sense at all. You're wondering what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to move the mic over so at least I can talk with you guys when I'm over on the desktop. Can you guys hear me?
See, I didn't see this
is a shitty ass setup right now. I wasn't intending on doing this, obviously, but I'm trying to get the mic to work while I'm at the desktop, okay? So, Here's the deal. Here's what happened. Okay, earlier today, as I was streaming, entire internet went out in my office. All right, but all it did is it blipped for like maybe
so why
a
don't
minute,
you
and then it came back,
stop
and
the
stream was
stream,
fine. Zero problems. Now the way my laptop is set up,
and move
I have
everything
hooked up to
over,
Ethernet
and then
to
do
the same
another
internet line in the
stream?
office as my desktop. Have the laptop attempt to ping something or change the DNS. How in the hell would I do that?
Instead of doing
I have
this
no idea how to do that.
live?
Might need to reset other devices connected to your internet. The DHCP can be expired, preventing DNS connection. What does that mean? Again, though, you have to understand something. That's not the problem. The problem is the laptop, because I tried connecting to the upstairs modem and the downstairs modem. One wired, one wireless, and it still won't work. So resetting this...
Random question, but like, why does he use this like weird ass fucking border thing? Like, is that some default thing on his OBS or something for the border of the webcam or something? I never really got.
Router will not fix the problem. The problem lies in the laptop itself. It's the weirdest thing that the laptop was working perfectly fine. My internet goes out. My internet comes back, and now it won't connect at all to the internet. No matter what modem I connect it to. No, I don't have any other, because top off Smoke Puff says, do you have another network adapter you can test on it? Like, do you have an old wireless adapter? No, I do not. I don't have any of that. All that stuff's integrated now. I don't have any of that stuff kind of lying around or anything. So I have nothing else that I could just try, like plug it in via USB and see if it would work. No, I don't. Again, the weird thing is, this thing has a wireless adapter.
But he's forgetting that he has a 5G, was it 4G or 5G? I think it was actually a 4G wireless backup that was given to him because he has business class internet the last time the Comcast guys were over and fixed all his internet problems from last time. Remember that? I don't know if you were here from when that was a thing, but or if we have any new detractors or whatever, but like last time Comcast was over, they like uninstalled the weird setup that he fucking had, this whole weird ass setup, and they like gave him like a 4G wireless backup that he could be using right now to fix all his issues temporarily until it gets fixed. But he probably forgot to even fucking.
And it has a standard Ethernet cable to plug in, and neither will connect to the internet. That makes me feel like it's not the adapter either. It's something happened in the fucking settings or something. How the hell did that even happen? Right? Yes, both the internet upstairs and downstairs are completely separate accounts, completely separate modems. They're not related in any way. So trying to connect this laptop to two completely different modems and accounts still isn't working. It still gives me that error. I did restart the laptop. It didn't do anything. It also said completely like remove your network settings and have it refresh. I did that. That didn't do anything. I've had this laptop for 2 years, so it's not an old laptop at all by any. Top Op Smoke Puff says, when this happened to my PC, it was my NIC. I opted to change out my motherboard. Definitely not an easy process for a laptop. Did you have any recent Windows updates? No, except it didn't do a Windows update like it didn't completely change Windows. I think it did like a security patch, but that was over a week ago. It wasn't like that just happened overnight. And like I said, this was working in the middle of my stream. It's not like I turned the laptop on from an update and it wasn't working. That doesn't make sense that it was working fine during today's stream and then decided to crap out mid-stream like that. I mean, I understand. It disconnected from the internet. Fine. Phone source, if this happened before, all I did was change the DNS server. My internet started working again. How do you do that? How do you change a DNS server? I've never even heard of that before because I don't deal with this shit. What does that even mean? How would I do that? Okay, open command, type ipconfig/flush DNS and reset. Okay, let me try that. That I will try. So I have to open command, ipconfig, flush DNS. All right.
So if he's on his desktop now, wait, he's a ghost now? What the fuck is this?
How do I even fucking do that on here? Where's the search function? I have no idea how to even do that on here. Where is the command prompt on here? I don't know where it is. So, I did as a Lipsian suggestion. I did that flush DNS command. It claimed it did flush the DNS. All right. And then I tried to connect to the internet. Nothing. I tried to reconnect to the.
So he's just standing at his computer, his desktop computer. He moved his mic over there. He won't move his chair over there. And he won't bring his laptop over there to work on it while talking to people. You can shut your fucking webcam off then if that's the point, because we're just looking at a fucking empty chair. I don't get what's the point of that.
Wireless downstairs. It did connect to the wireless network downstairs, but it says no internet. Oh my god. I don't even know what else to do besides try restarting the laptop again after that DNS flush. But I don't know what else is going on. I don't understand how it died like this. Restart after the DNS flush. So I'll do it again and then restart the laptop.
I don't know what to do.
Renew as well. I could try that. All right, hold on. It ain't gonna work though. Just so you know, there's no way to get new IPs onto the Comcast network. It doesn't work. You can't get a new IP address. But I'll try flushing and doing the renew. Without chat, I can't stream, guys. If I can't talk to you guys during the live stream, I can't do a live stream of gameplay. So I've got to get this working. We might have a fucking stupid troubleshooting stream tonight instead of Mario, which would really suck. All right, so I restarted the laptop. Yeah, I'm talking to you guys on the desktop. The problem is that there's no way I can read the chat from the desktop. It's impossible. The reason I have the laptop is to monitor contributions, to read the contribution
You could still use your phone. Just shut the Wi-Fi off your phone and use the data,
emails,
dumbass.
to talk with you guys in the chat. That's what I use the laptop for. I need it. Without that, I cannot stream. So without internet on the laptop, I'm dead in the water. I can't talk with you guys. It's like I'm playing for myself, which is stupid and a waste of time, you know? So I am restarting the laptop now. We'll see what happens, but I'm not feeling too confident that this is going to work. This has nothing to do with the fucking internet. The internet works on the desktop. It can't be the internet. It's got to be the laptop. People, I swear, I hate it when people recommend the most ridiculous things. Call Comcast. How the fuck would Comcast know what's wrong with my laptop's settings? They don't know. Okay? Holy moly. All right, let me see now. Let me go back to the laptop and see what happened here. So, I ran the troubleshooter, and the troubleshooter says the remote device or network will not accept the connection. That's what it's saying is wrong. I am hardwired. Clyde, I am hardwired. I keep telling you this. You're not listening. I'm hardwired to the internet Ethernet, which is to the modem right now that I'm streaming on with you guys. I'm hard connected to it. And it's still giving me this problem. Go into your advanced internet settings on laptop and reset it. I have no idea how to do that.
So while he's trying to figure this out, he can't shut off the webcam and throw up his dumbass slideshow or just give his viewers something to look at while he's figuring this out. Oh no, they get to look at like a small little webcam of your empty chair. That's great. That's wonderful. Great showmanship.
It's not the cable, because I also connected wirelessly downstairs, and it gives me the same error. My God. I tried running the troubleshooter. That's what it just said. It just said, it will not accept your connection. That's what it's saying. It will not accept your connection. There's nothing to work out. Spalding says, end stream and work it out. Work what out? I don't know how to fix it. Settings, network and internet options, reset. I'm pretty sure I did that. So, I had already done this. I'd already tried this, and it didn't work. But I hadn't restarted the laptop immediately after I'd done it. Because what it is you say, reset all network settings. And then it asks you, are you sure you want to reset all your drivers for your network and everything? And I said, yes, let's do it, right? Let's reset it. So I said, yes. And
at this point,
it says, okay,
still thinks it's his laptop
and I'm like,
only?
5 minutes, so I manually restarted. And all that happens is it just boots back up, and it looks exactly the same. It says, oh, you have an internet connection, because I'm connected via Ethernet. But I guarantee you it's not going to work. I'm gonna go to use the browser. It's not going to connect again. It's going to do exactly what it did before. Am I shouting out contributions? Says Dan the Man. Dan the Man, I can't see anything. You understand? I can't see anything. I can't do anything on the laptop. It doesn't work.
You can still use
I guess
your
what you're
phone.
saying is, was there a tip or something? I don't know if there was a tip. For the last hour, nothing's worked. Here, I'm opening up on the desktop. And on the desktop, there was a $2 tip from Canadian Kurt. Hey, money is money. One thing I say about money is money. All right. So
Wow, so you can do it on your desktop. I'm pretty sure your desktop, even though it's old and outdated as fuck, you can still fucking pull up a PayPal to check while it's also streaming. I'm pretty sure it can handle
I'm out of
that.
time. I can't do anything else. I'm completely out of time. All right?
Bye, guys.
Dinner's being made, so here's what we're going to do. All right?
I can't even smell the dinner is all ready, so, fuck you guys. Fuck this problem. I'm just gonna go and eat, dude.
I got to stop. I got to stop streaming. I got to upload, and I got to get ready to eat. I'll be back tonight, but it looks like we're not gaming tonight till I get the laptop fixed. You know, I literally cannot play a game and stream without this laptop fixed. So I think tonight we're doing a tech stream. What I'll try to do is
I will
have this set up over here. Maybe I'll move the webcam over here if I can, temporarily. Just so that I can be on camera. Although I'm going to look terrible because there's no lighting in this office.
Professional entertainer here.
At all. So it's going to look atrociously bad. And there's not much I can do about that. But that's all we can do. I don't know what else to do. And I hope I don't have to buy a new laptop because I certainly don't have money for a new laptop right now.
Buy a new laptop, Phil. That'll solve it.
He says, can you fix it before your night stream? I don't fucking know how to fix it. I'm not a tech guy. I haven't messed with laptops in a million years. Me blindly searching the internet for solutions is not going to help. I need you guys to help me. I need people who kind of know what to do, who are techie people, to help me troubleshoot it.
Well, you had techie people that knew how to do things, but you banned them when they told you you were wrong about something or other, I think it was. It's like he was trying to pull some bullshit and lying about something, and someone's like, no, actually, I have a doctorate in this, you're wrong. And then he banned them. Because he always does that. If anyone ever, not even criticizes, but just tries to, tell him, hey, no, that's not quite true. Maybe it's this way. That's not accurate. And he's like, fuck you, you're banned. Oh, my God.
What a fucking idiot. So, sorry that we lost a whole hour of Spider-Man. This sucks. Obviously, it wasn't intended. And there's not much I can do about this.
I'm pretty sure
so I'll have to come back tonight on a late
viewers
stream,
don't care.
and we'll have to try to figure this out together live. I don't know what else to say. This really stinks.
We'll do it live. Alright, so before we go into his bullshit the next day, I want to look at the daily wrap really quick.
Shut up.
Oh, that's something else I'm working on. So I wanted to go over this daily wrap. So this was after the night stream when he still failed to figure out what was going on, and we got the daily wrap super quick. So we'll go
Hello,
over
everyone.
this.
Phil
And
here
then we'll go over the today's short video that he did.
with the daily wrap. If you can tell, I'm not in a very good mood. Today was a really messed up day. Allow me to explain what's going on. So, in a nutshell, today we were streaming Spider-Man 2, having a good time. We were about 2 hours into today's stream.
Had a good time. Just want to stream and have a good time.
And as I'm streaming, my modem in my
Have a
office had
good day.
essentially stopped working for about 60 seconds and then started again, and everything was fine.
I can't do it.
Then all of a sudden, around 2 hours into the Spider-Man stream, my laptop stopped working on the internet. It was working, but it was not connected to the internet. And we tried, no exaggeration, for about 2 hours to figure this out and figure out what was going on and why, excuse me, not 2 hours, an hour, until 4 p.m. to figure out what was going on and why it wouldn't connect and why I couldn't see chat on there, and it was basically a mess. I spent about 2 hours between my streams trying to figure out what was going on, why I couldn't access the internet, what was going on, and then I tried talking to my ISP.
What was going on? What was going on? What was going on?
The chat was worthless.
Broken
I tried a
record.
million things, and then on the late stream, I said to everyone, well, simply because I can't have my laptop working, it means that I can't really talk with you guys actively. The only way I can do it is by having my phone
Oh,
open,
darn.
using the YouTube app to see the lines of text flying by.
You
which is
could
not
have done
effective.
that.
I can't see.
You could put your chat like ain't his wait. His chat's already in slow mode anyway. And there's not that many people talking in his chat. Let's be honest. Like his chat's mostly dead most of the time anyway, even without the slow mode. But he has slow mode on anyway. So it's not like he'd be missing anything. He could just like if someone pings him as like at DSP gaming or whatever, it would show up in a highlighted thing so he could obviously see that. And at least he would see if people tipped him or not.
Coming in effectively.
But
So
no,
really
he didn't
messy
want to
stream.
do
So
that.
rather than us playing Mario tonight like originally was
He
planned,
was happy
instead I
that
was
it
going
didn't
do a
have
late
to
night
play
stream
a
where we were gonna
game.
hang out and try to figure out how to fix my stuff.
So we all know he's trying to
After
get it
trying
like
a million things. All right, literally a million
move
things.
away from
that were
playing
attempted.
games or whatever.
What we came to the determination of is that essentially this is something that I can't really fix. It looks like this is an issue of my ISP. Not me. Like, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. It's just my
Oh
ISP
my
is screwed
God,
up,
Phil.
and because of that,
Can you have one minor emergency go on where you say I did nothing wrong for once? Like every single time any slight interference or hindrance happens to this man, he has like an emergency stream and he says I did nothing wrong like 500 fucking times. Every fucking time. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. Nothing I did was wrong. It's like you could have just been like, yeah, it is what it is. This, like, you know, the guy, we're going to call the guy. It seems like it's on their end. You don't have to say, I did nothing wrong. Like, is anyone out here, even us detractors, are not like spitting theories and saying, you see, Phil did this and it fucked up his whole internet. Like, I don't think anyone's actually saying that as a detractor. It's like, who are you trying to convince you did nothing wrong? Like, we believe you. It's some internet fucking issue. Like, okay, it happens. We're more making fun of you because of how you're fucking reacting to it.
I can't really fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing I can really do to fix the issue. We tried everything. We tried using a different DNS server. We tried directly connecting to my modems via various methods and trying to bypass stuff. But it seems like, yeah, the root cause of my problem is definitely something to do with my ISP. And that's awful, you know? I wish it wasn't. I wish that everything was working and I could say to you all that we're going to do the same streams and everything's going to be great. And that's just not the case right now, okay? This is very frustrating for me because I want to be able to promise you guys streams of games and things that we're going to be doing. And right now I can't do that because I actually don't know what's going to happen with my internet. Right now it's so weird because my desktop is still working. Like, no exaggeration, my desktop is working fine. When it comes to streaming, like with my my desktop computer, you know, streaming streams and stuff. But my laptop right now is not actively working. I'm trying different things right now as I'm talking. I'm messing around and stuff, and it's so weird because we tried for 2.5 hours and couldn't get anything to work properly. And then basically, after 2.5 hours of messing around, I got it to connect wirelessly to my network downstairs, and got it to like half load by changing the DNS instead of connecting to my ISP's DNS servers, but instead getting it to connect to like.
So you probably fucked around with things that you didn't really understand what you were doing, and probably made the situation worse. Is probably what happened.
The Google DNS servers, we were actually able to get it to load on like Google.com. It would load, and we could get.
So the Google DNS servers made Google work, but nothing else. Probably not the solution you're looking for,
YouTube
Phil.
Partially load, but not fully. Like it was a big mess. Like it was trying to load, and it was like fighting and really trying, but it wasn't really working that well. No matter how much we tried. So basically, very frustrating. All right. And here's the thing: if I don't have internet working in my house, if it's only working on my desktop, that means I can stream. But it means I can't even download a game. It means I can't do anything that needs internet connectivity. I certainly can't play a game online. It seems like this is some issue with Comcast, and I'm hoping that Comcast is just going to,
You still have 2 games that don't require an internet connection that you could stream. You're gonna be fine. You would be fine, Phil. But you're making such a big deal out of this. You have Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Wonder. And you can play both of those. Neither require an internet connection to play. But, God forbid, you'll have to, like, buckle down and actually, like, play a game, first of all. Second of all, oh no, I'm gonna have to squint and look at my tiny little phone screen to see what people are saying, even though not that many people are talking in your chat anyway. And you don't even want to do that. The slightest inconvenience, and he'll just rather shut the whole thing down than actually just buckle down and bear with it for the sake of money. You know what? Like, this is what I'm saying. It's like, it's not even about the money for him. It's more about being comfortable. That's what it's about with DSP. He'd rather be comfortable doing the same shit over and over again, as long as he's having fun, and, well, not even fun, because he's not having fun anymore, but as long as he's comfortable enough and still able to keep his consistent income. But I think his comfortability will come first over money. Because why stream a game and be uncomfortable using his phone instead of his laptop when he could just sit there and bitch the whole time and do even less work? So it's like a combination of being lazy and being uncomfortable.
Fix this, but I don't have faith in them of fixing it themselves. So it may be an issue where I have to contact them to.
Well, I can't. Me, as someone who admitted not that long ago that I'm not that tech savvy and I don't really know what's going on, right? I don't know what's going on. I'm not tech savvy, but I have no faith in paid professionals to come out here and actually fix the situation. These guys that are employed by Comcast and do this every single fucking day for their job and are trained specifically in almost every instance of things going wrong to fix things going wrong, I don't have faith that these guys can fix that. Alright, so why are you bothering to even call Comcast then? If they don't know, there's no way they know how to fix it. It's only their company, and these guys are repairmen for their company, but there's no way they're going to solve this issue. And watch, it's probably some super simple solution where it's like,
it seems like there's some issue with Comcast, and I'm hoping that Comcast.
I shouldn't have done that, but
fix this. But I don't have faith in them of fixing it themselves. So it may be an issue where I have to contact them tomorrow on my day off. But I have a ton of appointments tomorrow for my day off that I need to do, and they're all timed appointments that I have to be there on time for. So I can't be home all day to fuck.
What appointments, Phil? What appointments could you possibly have? Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Phil, I know you only get one day off a week. even though you control your own schedule. And like, I get it. If it's your day off, maybe you'll have like an appointment here or there. But like, how many appointments do you think this guy has? Like, seriously, like, are these appointments, or are these just things he planned on doing that day? It's not like a doctor's appointment or any other kind of appointment where it's like, I have to be there at this time for this appointment. Or is it just more like, well, we had a plan, honey, and we got to be here at this time to do that. We got to dump more styrofoam at the dumpster. And then we got to go and DoorDash our food for the third or fourth time this day. And then we got to go grocery shopping and buy more toys for Jasper. And it's like, it is not actual appointments like going to a doctor or anything like that. This is another trait of autism, folks. This is scheduling. This man is so set in his own scheduling, and he will refuse to allow anything to interrupt his perfectly planned schedule out. He gets up at this time. You can see it. It's clear. Like, every day he has the same schedule. He'll get up at like 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning, probably later. He'll go and have his cup of black coffee. He'll start the stream while playing the crappy music. Check for donations. Probably play WWE Champions a little bit beforehand. Then actually start the podcast. Do the first gameplay stream. Go downstairs. Eat dinner. Maybe even talk with Kat a little bit. Who knows? Then go upstairs. Start the second stream. Be done with the second stream. Upload all the videos. Drink a lot of gin. Stay up to 2 a.m. playing WWE Champions and crying over fucking John and Howard. And then pass out drunk. That's probably his schedule. And on his days off, it's even more of an important schedule because he has to catch up on all the shit that he doesn't do during the week. Because, you know, like, when you actually have a job, you try to, like, even though it's like, you don't save everything for your day off because then you won't be able to enjoy your day off. So most people who actually have a job will, like, well, I know I have a job. I know I worked earlier today, but maybe I'll take the garbage out later tonight, so I don't have to wait and save it for my day off. Or maybe I'll do some of the dishes now, so I don't have to save it for my day off, or something like that. But no, he just saves everything for his day off because he doesn't fucking do anything extra. Like, what? Like, other than his streams, he doesn't do anything but eat and drink, and that's it. So it's like, on his day off, he's like, okay, we got to go here. We got to DoorDash 3 times. We got to go here and here and here. And God forbid, nothing is going to come in between my scheduling. And that's a very autistic trait. That's a very autistic way of thinking. It really is. Now, for me, I'm not quite that bad. Like, I have my comfort zone and I don't like change. But I don't really thrive on scheduling. But, like, every autistic person on the spectrum is slightly different. It doesn't always affect everyone the same way. But there are kind of commonalities between them and everything. But this is definitely one of his. So it's like, even though he needs and is complaining and absolutely needs his internet to be working, supposedly, this is what he's saying. He needs his internet to be working in order to do his actual job that pays him money. He will not postpone or screw up his own scheduling to have the guy come on his day off. He would rather interrupt his day stream on Friday than his day off. Because goddamn, he earned that day off and he's gonna enjoy that fucking day off. doing the same bullshit he does every day off. And nothing is going to stand between him and that. Him and his scheduling.
Fuck with this, you know, just being honest, this is bullshit. Then of course it has to happen the day before my day off when I have a ton of stuff I have to do. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I could go to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow.
See, he would rather have it on a
I could go to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow, and it's even worse, and my desktop doesn't even work. Or my desktop could still work, but everything else still isn't working, and I need to contact Comcast via the daytime on the phone, talk to them about it, have them do testing, maybe schedule someone to come out here over the weekend. By the way, they don't come on Sundays, so I'd have to try to rush someone out here on Friday or Saturday if possible, to test all my equipment and see what's going on and why things aren't connecting. It's just so
you didn't trust them, Phil.
And then both modems.
You have no faith in them.
Had a problem where they disconnected from the internet, and the next thing you know, they come back and now they don't work right. And it's like, well, it's nothing I did on my end. My equipment still works. You know, I didn't change my settings.
Oh my God, stop saying that.
And they screwed up, and it sucks that I suffer for it now, and we all suffer because this Friday's out.
I suffer now.
Right now, I'm trying to get it for you guys. You know what I did? I set up my phone as a wireless hotspot, and I've got my Xbox connected to my phone, and it's trying to download Alan Wake 2 right now, which it says is going to take hours to do because it's not a good connection. I don't even know if my ISP will.
I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping that he doesn't actually have hotspot incorporated into his wireless bill. He's saying wireless, into his cell phone bill. I really hope that is the case and that he gets a huge fucking surprise. Because that's a lot of fucking data to use for a hotspot. That's a lot of fucking data to use as a hotspot, man. And, like, I'm just hoping he gets, like, a massive fucking cell phone bill next month.
Allow me to do this.
Oh, that'll be
great. They're going to end up
great.
sending me a bill, you know, for hundreds of dollars because I'm downloading it this way. I don't even know if this game is going to work once I download it onto my Xbox or if it's going to need an internet connection to even access. I don't know how it works on Xbox. So, yeah, this is a bad situation. It's a crappy situation. I wish I could promise you guys that I will be here Friday with Alan Wake 2. I wish I could even promise you I'd even be here Friday at all. I don't even know if I will be. Right now, I'm lucky that my internet is working on my desktop and only my desktop. It's really weird that, like I said, like right now on my laptop, I can get Google to load, google.com, because I changed the DNS server to be Google's, so it works. But I can't get, like, anything else to load. Like right now on YouTube, I'm trying to get a YouTube page to load. It like, half loads and then errors out and says, you're offline, check your connection. Even though if I could get Google to load, how am I not online? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's the weirdest thing. So...
Probably because you use the Google DNS thing.
Really, I do. I hate this. Also, you know what really sucks about this is last night, my stream of Mario was a slow one. Today, I didn't get to finish my stream of Spider-Man. So, obviously, it wasn't a full stream. You know, it wasn't a fully supported stream. Tonight, I had 2.5 hours of troubleshooting with my audience, and they were very cool about it. And there were some people who supported it, and I appreciate that. But it didn't do as well as a normal stream. I just had 3 streams where I basically got screwed. Where, you know, I depend on that. I depend on that, you know, income, and now I'm screwed for 3 streams, and I just bought Alan Wake's. Like,
that's pretty pathetic,
so,
Phil.
What I'm hoping is that this whole thing will be resumed.
Maybe if you actually budgeted it and saved some money,
and then I can fully have everything ready to
you
go.
would have something to, like, in case of emergencies.
But I can't promise that. You know, these are things that are completely out of my control right now. I don't like having things outside of my control when it comes to my business like this.
And let's be honest for a second here. It's like normal people, you get your paycheck like either every week or every 2 weeks, right? You don't get paid every fucking day. So you have to budget. Like, okay, well, I get my paycheck on Thursday, so I know this next coming week I have this bill that's due and maybe another bill or whatever, however many bills you have, right? I have 2 bills due next week, this coming week. So it's like, well, I get paid on Thursday, so once I get paid on Thursday, I can either preemptively pay off those 2 bills right away or put the money aside so the money's in the bank so it gets taken out for the automatically if you have auto pay or whatever it is or anything like that, right? But like very few people actually get paid every single fucking day. So it's like how do you not like budget at all? First of all. And on top of that, how do you have the audacity to like automatically assume that you're gonna hit any of the tips goals for your streams? Like, I don't get that. Your paychecks by YouTube are more than enough to pay what bills you actually have, Phil. They are. Without tips, without super chats or super stickers, you would have enough. But you're a gambling addict and you waste so much fucking money on WWE champions that you're probably neglecting your actual bills. So you have to rely on every day hoping people fucking tip you. So you can instantly pull that out of PayPal. Which is another thing. I thought he recently lied to us and say, "Oh no, for my tips, I don't pull that immediately out of PayPal." Well, if you don't pull that immediately out of PayPal for every fucking tip you get or whatever, then how come you are acting like, I relied on that money every day. And I'm like, well, if you rely on that money every day, that means you're taking the money out of your PayPal every fucking day, isn't it? So, which is it, Phil? Because we all know he does it.
I don't like having to rely on someone else or something else, but it seems like, sadly, that's the situation I'm in. I can't fix this situation. All I can try to do is see if I can have time to squeeze a phone call in with Comcast tomorrow. Not that that will resolve anything. I don't know if I'm going to have someone to come out here. You know what I mean? Like, I really have no idea.
Probably going to have someone come out
how
there.
to go about fixing this problem. And that's probably the scariest thing.
I remember, what was it, like 2 years ago? I was having internet issues where the internet would like randomly kind of like shut off quite often. And we couldn't figure out why, because it's not like it was shutting off during storms. And we would see that there was no outage going on in our area or whatever. So we were like, why is the internet? And we called them a few times. They're like, well, we'll restart the router. And they would restart the router and it would work for a while, but it eventually would keep going out. So they had to send, and I have Spectrum. I don't have Comcast. I don't know if there's even a difference, to be honest. I don't know. But our place has underground power lines. So because my apartment that I live in has underground power lines, means I am restricted to only using Spectrum, because Spectrum is the only internet company that deals with underground power lines. So I called the guy over. He was checking everything. Like, everything seems right. So he goes outside and looks like, oh, that's why. Turns out the dumbass groundskeepers were mowing and running over the underground power line. Because right outside our apartment, the cord comes out and goes into the ground. But it's like up against the wall. It's not super up against the wall, but it's like right down into the ground there. But they must have either been weed whacking or hitting it with the lawnmower multiple times over and over again. And eventually it just kind of like ate through the fucking cable. So the whole thing was basically exposed, and that's why we kept losing our internet. It's just crazy.
My life, it's my business, it's my livelihood. We all want to see.
So it's probably something really stupid like that, or anything like where it's like the guy will come over and be like, "Yep, that's the fucking problem right there," and it's like, "Oh, I feel stupid now."
Friday, I don't even know if I'll be here Friday to stream. So all I will say is this: thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please watch all the stuff I did this week, and I'm uploading tonight. I'm going to try to upload the video I did tonight, the 2.5-hour video. This will go live. I'm going to do my best to try to get everything up and running. You know, I had all these things I promised you. I told you I was going to watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie and review it, and I was going to do this and that. And I can't even promise that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally can't promise anything to you because I don't know what's going to happen with this internet in the next day or two.
True, but your desktop still works, so technically you could still watch your movie on your desktop and then record your movie on your desktop, or the review on your desktop, and upload it, and it would be fine. So again, you could still do most of your job just fine because your desktop is working. If your desktop was fucked up, that's when there would be an issue.
So if everything works and comes back, then we're good to go. My day off is tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday with Alan Wake 2 all day, and I'll try to review Five Nights at Freddy's as quickly as I can, probably like Saturday, but I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. If I can even just be here on Friday to hang out with you guys, that would be awesome. But I don't even know if I'm going to be able to be here with you because I don't know what's going to happen. So please enjoy the content that's live. Hey, if you would like to support by tipping or leaving a super thanks on a video or something like that, that would really be helpful right now because of what's happened these last 3 streams.
Keep begging.
I appreciate it right now. Okay, guys? And I'll try to keep you in the loop via posts on X/Twitter or on my community tab. But again, it all depends on how stuff works, you know? Luckily, I am on an unlimited data plan, so I can at least use my cell phone internet to do stuff, but my cell phone internet is not always the best. So there's no guarantee that I'll even be able to do basic stuff. Like right now, it's telling me it's going to take me 3.5 hours to download Alan Wake 2. So that means I'm going to have to probably plug in my phone, hope that the phone's hotspot holds out, and that I can actually do that. I don't even know if that will work. Tonight, what am I going to do with my wife? I don't know. We were going to watch stuff. Now we can't watch, or if we watch it, we have to watch it on her phone.
What am I going to do with my wife? That's what I wanted to get to. That's why I do like, what am I going to do with my wife tonight? The internet doesn't work. The internet is the only thing holding our marriage together, guys. If the internet doesn't work, what am I supposed to do? Talk to the bitch? Fuck that. Fuck that horse. I'm not talking to her. I'm just going to sit down next to her and watch something on TV. Oh, wait, the internet doesn't... Oh, no. My marriage is unraveling as we speak because the internet does not work. But guys, she's my soulmate. She's the one that's meant to be. Or whatever. It's like, oh, we were meant to be together, but we can't even have a fucking conversation together, apparently. Like, what am I... Fucking hate. Bring that back.
Hope that the phone's hotspot holds out, and that I can actually do that. I don't even know if that will work. Tonight, what am I going to do?
Hold on.
Hotspot holds out, and that I can actually do that. I don't even know if that will work. Tonight, what am I gonna do with my wife? I don't know. We were gonna watch stuff. Tonight, what am I gonna do with my wife? I don't know. We were gonna watch. Tonight, what am I gonna do with my wife? I don't know.
I don't know, Phil. What are you gonna do? You're a fucking horse of a wife.
We're gonna watch stuff now. We can't watch, or if we watch it, we have to watch it on her phone, or try to get her phone to sync. Perhaps with the Fire Stick.
I love how their relationship is based entirely on the internet working and watching shit together. What are you gonna do if the power goes out, Phil? I have an old video. Actually, I think it's still on here. I have an old video where like I talk about like he was talking about the internet or the power going out. I'll link it in the description of this video if it's still up. But he is so helpless without modern technology. He really is. And I talked about that before in the power outage video that I'll link in. But like he is so helpless. And like it's so sad that his marriage could unravel and fall apart if the internet is not working. Like, oh, if the power went out or the internet doesn't work, and like, oh, well, I would go like, oh, God forbid, you know, it's like, oh, the internet doesn't work or the power went out. Well, I would probably go and talk with my partner or like go upstairs and like cuddle and make out or something, you know? It's like, you have a wife. Oh, the internet doesn't work. Go upstairs and fuck her then, Phil. Something. And this is coming from an asexual person, by the way. I am asexual. I don't experience sexual attraction to other people. I can appreciate good looks. I can appreciate if someone's like pretty or handsome or whatever. It just means I'm not sexually aroused by anyone. Okay? But this is coming from an asexual person. Phil, take your wife upstairs and fuck her. This is just exemplifying the fact that they don't have sex. Really? What am I going to do with my wife? I don't know. Like, what most couples do when the power goes out? Go upstairs and have sex?
YouTube app and we watch stuff on it. I don't know. It's just a mess, you know. It's a digital age and everything's digital, and when you don't have the internet working, you're screwed, right? It really sucks. So.
Oh no, it's like we're in fucking caveman times now, huh, Phil? Oh, we're like in fucking the dark ages and shit.
Anyway, thank you all for listening. Thanks for hanging out today.
This is such first world problems. Holy shit. Can you imagine people in like Iran and North Korea and shit like that having to deal with real hardship and oppression and risk being killed for like speaking a mind? And this fucking bitch is over here like complaining that my internet doesn't work, even though it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't. He really is like the epitome of like Cartman grown up, really.
I hope things resolve. I hope that, you know, Comcast gets their act together and fixes whatever the hell is going on that's wrong, that fucked up today. But it looks like it's out of my hands, and I really would prefer to not be on the phone with them all day tomorrow on my day off. I would prefer to actually have a day out to do what I need to do. But there's no.
What do you need to do, Phil?
So, guys, thank you.
Tell us your plan.
Sorry for the uncertainty.
No, I guess we'll have to wait for tomorrow for Phil's day off, guys.
I don't know what else to say. Hope for the best.
The best segment online.
If you pray for the best, right? That I'll be here.
Are you fucking serious right now? Pray for the best, guys. Pray for me. Pray for me. My internet's not working. The fucking gall of this motherfucker. Okay. Hold on. Let's go back. Maybe I misheard. I don't know.
Sorry for the uncertainty. I don't know what else to say. Hope for the best. Fingers crossed, toes crossed. If you pray for the best, right? That I'll be here.
What a narcissistic cocksucker. Holy shit. People are dying out there, Phil. There are thousands of people that are dealing with disease and cancer and horrible things. And they don't know if they're going to wake up tomorrow or not. And this motherfucker is over here. So pray for me so that my internet comes back. Fuck you, Phil. This might be too personal, but fuck it. My sister has stage 4 cancer, so you can go fuck yourself, okay? I'm not gonna waste my prayers on you, okay? Fuck off.
On Friday, all right? And thank you all, and enjoy the Thursday away, and I'll see you soon, and I'll let you know if I have a resolution, all right? Have a good night, everyone. Peace out, and I'll see y'all later.
What a cocksucker. Holy shit. Alright, this should be the last one.
Everyone, what's up? Phil here with an update, an unexpected update. As you can see,
as I'm bouncing around
and have a day out here on my day off from streaming.
Oh, as you can see. So why, like, this hoodie, this jacket, this pullover does not look that great, whatever. But it still looks better than half the shit he wears on his streams. Why doesn't he wear shit like this on his streams? It looks better than half of those, like, way too small fucking shirts that he wears.
Content. But I felt that it was appropriate for me to film a special video to keep you all in the know about what's going on with my current internet issues, and how this is going to affect my content moving forward.
Oh man, see, he's doing work on his day off.
At least I have updates to keep you guys in the know. I would ask if you're a fan or a hater and you just want to know what the hell's going on, spread the word about this video so people know what's happening. So in a nutshell, yesterday...
Why the fuck should I spread the word about this video, Phil? Fuck you, I'm not spreading the word about shit.
During my live stream, both modems in my home, because I own 2 internet lines, disconnected from the internet, or at least
haters, detractors not working for you,
When it came back, I've had nothing but problems. Now, the weirdest part about it is that my desktop computer remains connected to the internet and still is able to stream and upload. However, there's been some updates with that, and I'll tell you about those in a second. But it still seems like that desktop computer remains online, is able to do functionality stuff for my work. Everything else in my house isn't working. This laptop cannot connect either to that modem or the one downstairs. All my game consoles are not able to connect to either modem. My phone, which I don't even have, I don't even know where it is. Oh, there it is. Also won't connect. It basically what happens is all my devices connect to these modems, and then it should go on the internet, and it says internet not available. If you look in a browser window, it'll say something like connection denied, or you know, cannot connect to server, contact your ISP. So after this, ruined my stream yesterday. I was doing a Spider-Man stream. We couldn't finish
Oh,
it.
ruined my stream, guy.
Last night we did a 2.5-hour troubleshooting stream where thankfully, my
Yeah, that was fun.
tried to help me. And I really appreciate that you guys came out and hung out with me for 2.5 hours and we tried to figure this out. Basically what we discovered is it's got to be something on the server side from my ISP. My ISP is Comcast. Because here's why. If I change my DNS server from the Comcast default auto-detected server to, say, Google server, which I believe is like 8.8.8.8 or something like that, I can get online, but it's incredibly slow. It doesn't really fully load anything. Like I can get to Google search. I can half load a YouTube page, but it won't load fully. It's a mess, but I can still load it, which means obviously this has something to do with their servers, and something happened whenever these modems lost internet for a minute or whatever yesterday and came back. Something changed in them to screw all this up.
You need to buy brand new
what,
computers
okay? So
and consoles and everything.
Last night. We couldn't figure out what to do, so we left it at number one. Today, Thursday, the 26th of October, I have to call Comcast and work with them to figure out what's going on, and I got to figure out a way to get all my stuff ready for Friday.
And
if you don't know, on Friday it's a big day for me. I'm supposed to be playing Alan Wake 2.
Friday.
13 years we've been waiting for this game. How am I going to play it if I have no internet?
13 years you've been waiting for this game. We don't care. Don't give a shit at all. And I'm pretty sure most of your viewers and fans really don't care that much. You're the only real one that seems to be excited for this game. No one else.
Right? So, a few things have happened. First of all, last night, something clicked in my head, and I remembered something. I was like, I upgraded my internet package earlier this year, and when I did that, they gave me a device that I never thought I would have any use for. All right?
Oh, he finally remembered it, huh? It only took him a day, but he finally fucking remembered it.
Backup cellular mobile data internet device for a business. Because, I'm on Comcast business account. They assume I'm running a store. They seriously assumed I'm running like a retail store with...
Because most people who buy business class internet are companies and businesses, not some douchebag in his fucking bedroom making streams. Because, newsflash for you, Phil, anyone else who's a professional streamer just has normal-ass internet. Because business class internet is such a fucking scam unless you actually have a giant corporation and supplying tons of different computers with internet.
With point of sale stuff. And so if my internet were to go down, this is a device that's a redundant
because you're wasting
backup,
all your money.
So you at least have basic internet in the case that your whole, cable modem internet lines go down. So this device is like a 4G wireless device, and it is insanely slow. It is slower than my cell phones. It's slower than anything I've used in the last decade. It's that slow. But it works. It connects to the internet. So last night, I just hooked this thing up on a whim. I'm like, I wonder, could I get this thing working with my Xbox and buy and download Alan Wake 2? Yes, I can. And I did. I have Alan Wake 2 on my Xbox Series X right now, ready to go. But it took over 12 hours to download it. It was like a snail's pace, and this internet connection is wild. It'll be like 20 megabytes per second, less than a megabyte.
Aw, damn it. So, he didn't use his phone's Wi-Fi hotspot, or he didn't use his phone's hotspot to download Alan Wake 2. So that means no big surprise cell phone bill at the end of the month. God damn it. Unless the 4G from this 4G backup thing is still the 4G that's coming off his cell phone. I don't know how that works, because I don't know how these giant business backup things are is it still using his internet? But then it's not using it as a hotspot though. So, and he has unlimited data. So probably not using it as a hotspot. So
byte per second, 30 megabytes per second, disconnected, reconnected. It's a nightmare. You could never use this for anything consistent. You would never be able to stream on this thing. It's
never.
Okay? So it's essentially just a backup for very basic use. I left this on overnight, and overnight I'm not even kidding you, it just finished downloading about 30 minutes ago, and right now it's 11:54 a.m. for me. So it just finished. So it took over 12 hours to download the game. So that's good to go. I have Alan Wake 2 for tomorrow. All right. Now, this morning, I got up and I called Comcast. Here's the results of this conversation. Okay. Test everything. Nothing works. No kidding. knew that was going to happen. I tried explaining to the person on the line the technical aspects of what was going on. You can tell when someone has absolutely no recognition of what you're saying. This person is not a technical person. They're just a line-level customer service support. Why they have no technical knowledge on people doing line-level customer service support for a business, I have no idea, but that's what Comcast chooses to do. So after about half an hour on the phone of wasted time, essentially, the person said they're going to have a tech come out tomorrow. At first, they said they wanted a tech come out today. I said, I can't. Today's my day off. I'm literally within 20 minutes of me making this video. I'm out. I'm out the door. I have appointments and all kinds of stuff already set up that I have to do. It's my...
Like what? Again, like what, Phil? No, you don't have actual appointments, Phil. You have errands you have to run. That's different than appointments, Phil. If you cared about your business at all, and about making money at all, you would sacrifice those appointments and reschedule so you can have someone come out today to fix this for Friday. But you didn't.
My one day off a week, I schedule everything for my one day off. So I literally can't be here today. Even if I want to, I can't. I have to go. So they're going to come tomorrow, supposedly tomorrow afternoon. All right.
Extra doubt on that.
Here's the deal. Here's what's going to happen. All right. Tomorrow, I'm going to turn on my stream at the normal time to do the podcast. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. I'm sure there'll be game news and things to talk about and hang out. There's literally no reason for me to start the game because we're going to be interrupted at some point by a text showing up to try to figure out what's going on with this internet. Okay. If I start the game, what's the point? You're going to get blue balls. I just start and then I'll have to turn it off again. Right. So
blue balls.
It's going to start up, talk, hang out with podcast, have a good time. And then whenever the tech shows up, go offline. See if the tech who's here can figure out what the heck is going on. I'm sure we're going to be doing crazy amounts of troubleshooting and everything on both modems to figure this out and go from there.
You know, I wonder. It's like, so I'm watching this moron, but I'm not really looking at him. I'm looking at this shitty-ass background that he has. The only two decorations, Halloween decorations that he has that I like is this derpy-ass fucking ghost over here. I kind of like it. Its face looks so fucking derpy. I kind of like that. And this Nevermore Raven. And I'm looking at this Nevermore Raven. This Raven, and it has a sign saying Nevermore, and it's perched on top of a skull. And it's clearly a nod to Edgar Allan Poe. And I'm wondering, it's like, he probably doesn't even know what that means. He probably doesn't even get the reference. You know what I mean? Who's that? Like, he probably has heard of Edgar Allan Poe, but he probably never read the stories or the poems or anything like that. Nothing. Like, it's kind of creepy, so I'm like, hey, it's a cool Raven, dude.
There. Then, hopefully, the tech will resolve it and we'll be back to normal. All right? Now.
But who the fuck has a Halloween tree?
I
mean, come on.
Into that 4G backup
and
wireless
these fucking
device,
like fake vampire things that are like on the reef or something, whatever that is.
And have the laptop with the chat and all your contributions working. It should be a normal stream. All right? It's bootleg as heck, but it should be a normal stream. Now, this doesn't solve the problem. You might say, oh, if that works, then just leave it like that. What are you, crazy? I have a whole internet modem downstairs that doesn't work. I have no internet on my phone. I'm using the cellular data on my phone to get it to work. You know, like, I'm paying for internet.
Oh, no,
right
poor
now, so
thing.
I have to have the person come and fix this. Plus, sadly, here is a negative update, okay? As I told you, my desktop computer is still working on this, but not the laptop, not the phones, not the consoles. Just the desktop is working, but not fully. This is so weird. Listen to this. Anything I do in my Chrome browser works, including loading my YouTube pages and all of that, it works, okay? Anywhere else I go to, X, CNN.com, any random website, all works through the Chrome browser, all right? I also have Firefox.
Okay. Wait, why would you go through CNN? Well, you regularly go to CNN.com, Phil?
Firefox partially works. And what I mean by that is it'll load certain sites, but not others. I can't actually get I can't actually get Firefox to load YouTube right. I don't know why. Because usually what I have is I have two browsers, and one I'll have open DSP Gaming, and the other one I'll have open logged into my other channel, DSP Reacts. I cannot get the DSP Reacts thing to load. No matter what I try, it won't load it. It says...
Huh? Wait, did he mean like two browsers or two windows with the same browser? Wait.
Other channel, DSP Reacts. I can't actually get Firefox to load YouTube right. I don't know why. Because usually what I have is I have two browsers, and one I'll have open DSP Gaming, and the other one I'll have open logged into my other channel, DSP Reacts. I cannot get the DSP...
One and the other. So what, he has one window open for DSP Gaming, and a different browser window open for DSP Reacts? Why? And on top of that, why? Because it's like, you're only on DSP Reacts 1 day a week, Phil. Why the hell would you keep a window open for DSP Reacts? Just switch between accounts on YouTube. It's not that hard. It's like 2 clicks. And you can. I have 2 accounts on YouTube. I have 2 different YouTube accounts. I have 2 different YouTube channels. Granted, I'm more active on this one than the other one, but I still have 2 YouTube channels. So, like, it's not that hard to switch between 2 different accounts. So, like, why even bother keeping DSP Reacts open all the time like that? Like, if you're only on there once a week, are you like hoping to get an extra off-air fucking tip or something? But you would see that through your email, so like that doesn't make any sense.
DSP Reacts thing to load. No matter what I try, it won't load it. It says no internet connection. How is that possible that I'm on the same browser, right? I can go to one site, but then when I try to go to YouTube, it says no internet connection. That makes no sense whatsoever, does it? It seems like there's a really messed up thing going on. I feel like what happened is they pushed some kind of an update to both modems yesterday. For most people, it doesn't affect them, but for me, for my use, it does. And it's destroyed my business. Like, I don't even know what else to say.
Oh, we need to bring that one back, guys.
That makes no sense whatsoever, does it? It seems like there's a really messed up thing going on. I feel like what happened is they pushed some kind of an update to both modems yesterday. For most people, it doesn't affect them, but for me, for my use, it does. And it's destroyed my business. Like, I don't even know what else use it does. And it's destroyed my business. Like, I don't even, for my use, it does. And it's destroyed my business. Like, I don't even know what else to say.
I might have to clip that because that does feel a little good. I'm not gonna lie, that feels good. Turns out every detractor is wrong. What finally ended Phil and his YouTube career was not detractors. It was not trolling. It was not some gay ops. It was Comcast this whole time. 1 day of not streaming has destroyed the pig roach. The unkillable, apparently. And he can't ever stream again, even though he's streaming right now. And will be streaming tomorrow, and he'll be fine. But it's destroyed his business somehow.
But it's not anything I changed. I've changed nothing. It's, you know, it's on their end. They screwed this up. And now me and a tech tomorrow are going to have to sit here and put our heads together trying to figure out what in the holy hell is going on.
No, the tech is going to come here and probably solve it come there and probably solve it within like 5 minutes. And you're going to feel like a real dummy. Because I'm pretty sure the tech is not relying on you for help, Phil.
And who knows if we're going to figure it out. Isn't this great? You know, pay for 2
Isn't
high-end
this
business lines of
great?
internet. And this just happens out of nowhere. You might say, well, can't you get any more help? No, this is the help I'm getting from Comcast. Is all they can do is have a tech come out. That's it. They don't have anyone else who apparently, you know, can help with this kind of high-level stuff. They said the
High-level like, that's what techs do, Phil. Are you not aware what techs do? Like, this is all techs do. Techs are there to solve issues like this. If your internet isn't working, they send a tech. That's what they're there for. That's what they're hired for. They are trained to deal with all sorts of internet issues and shit. If the tech doesn't know what is going on or what's causing it, that is probably the end of the line. Can you imagine if the tech gets there tomorrow and he can't figure it out and DSP can't figure it out? I mean, clearly DSP can't figure it out. And he's just up shit's creek and is like, sorry, we were like, internet's coming through. We don't know what's wrong with your shit. It's working on our end. It shows that it's working, so there's something wrong with your devices. Can you imagine the blow up, the insanity that would spawn from that? I mean, that's probably not going to happen. The tech will be there and probably figure out the fucking issue, because 9 times out of 10, that's what happens.
The best thing to do is have a tech come out and hope for the best. So that's what I'm doing. And tomorrow, like I said, hopefully I'll be able to start up my stream normally and have a normal stream until the tech comes. Hopefully the tech and I can figure this out, solve the problem. And
you're not going to figure shit out. The tech will.
That, of course, whenever it gets solved, I would love to get back up and running.
And then the tech's going to be there probably working on it and troubleshooting shit and everything. And Phil's going to be like over his head. He's like, oh, what you doing? Oh, no, I already tried that. I'm like, just leave the guy alone and let him work. But he's like, oh, no, we're going to put our heads together and brainstorm this. And like, no, they do not want your help, Phil. They know what they're doing. You do not. And you're just going to get in their fucking way or annoy them by looking over their shoulder and doing shit like that.
But I don't see any point in starting the game when I know the tech is coming early afternoon. They're supposed to, at the earliest they said they'll show up is like noon, but I have never once seen the tech show up the earliest. You know what I mean? It's probably going to be like sometime in the later afternoon. I would almost guarantee it. So I guess we'll see what happens, right? That's all we can do is wait and see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully everything keeps working on the desktop and I can at least get the basic stream going. I can start the podcast. We can hang out together for a while. Now, obviously this is throwing my entire business into disarray. I lost out on over an hour.
Oh my fucking god, Philip! How addicted to WWE champions are you? If your business cannot go less than 24 hours without... Wait, how do I phrase this? If your business cannot go less than 24 hours without making any kind of income, and that puts your business at jeopardy and risk, that is not a stable fucking business plan, my guy. It's not. The grocery store I work for, if all the power went down, or they no, not even that, because that's not the case. If something bad happened, and they were forced to shut down their store for 24 hours, yeah, they would lose money, but that would not put the company at risk. The company would survive just fine. Yeah, they would it wouldn't even at the end of the year, they wouldn't even notice that they lost any money. Because it's a big grocery store company, right? It's okay, so they had to shut down the store for one day. He's over here acting like he's going to have to do another bankruptcy because he didn't stream for well, he did stream, but what is your point actually, Phil? Because you did... You did stream both streams, Phil. Yeah, sure, it wasn't Mario Wonder, and that's entirely on you, because you could have very easily have fucking played Mario Wonder on the night stream. But instead of playing Mario Wonder, which probably would have netted you more money and more income, you decided to be boring and just sit there and bitch and complain and insult your viewers, and you didn't get as much money in tips. That's on you, because you still have the ability to stream, and you did stream. It's not like you missed a day of work. Because yeah, if I miss a whole day of work, yeah, that next week my paycheck's gonna be smaller than normal, and it's gonna suck, but I'm not gonna go out and declare bankruptcy because it's a little bit shorter than usual. That just means you have to hunker down or make sacrifices or not go out to eat or do something else or budget better or pinch your belt, cinch up your belt. And I don't know the actual euphemisms for that, but you know what I mean, tighten your pockets or whatever, you know. I don't understand what he's saying here, where it's his whole business is fucking at risk because he didn't, but he did stream. So he's basically saying his business is at risk because he didn't get as much tips. But it's not, because he still got some tips. He just didn't get as much as he wanted to get. He is disappointed. And here's where the conspiracy side comes in. If he is actually doing this on purpose, he is disappointed that it didn't work. So we're going full tinfoil hat here, folks. So put your tinfoil hats on really quick here. And let's assume that all this is made up. There is no tech guy. He didn't actually talk to Comcast. He knows there's probably nothing even wrong, to be honest, right? Because we've seen no proof that anything is actually wrong with his internet. Because his streams on his desktop work fine, right? And he's basically telling us that his laptop is not connecting to the internet. So we have to believe him that there's an internet issue on his end. Have we seen and any, like, during the gameplay or anything where it showed that it was not connecting to the internet through his consoles or anything like that? I don't think we did, right? So could this entirely be a fictional ruse in order to try to generate more money via sympathy bucks? I mean, it is possible. We've seen no evidence that he's actually having internet issues. Because suppose he is lying about all this, then he probably isn't going to actually have some tech guy come out. He probably didn't even talk to them, because why would he talk to them for a made-up issue that he's pretending or faking, right? But I digress.
Gameplay. I didn't get to play Mario last night.
Which you could have. You easily fucking could have played Spider-Man 2 or Mario Wonder. Because your stream was working, dumbass.
I don't even know what's going to happen on Friday when I come back and I boot this thing up.
Oh,
I don't know
my
if I'm going to
God.
be able to fix it. I have no idea. All right? So what can you do to help? Well, obviously there's a ton of content already you can watch.
And
right?
here
Like,
comes the begging. That's, like, if he is faking that, this is the whole thing. He's like, I was going back to my thing. If he, like, that's a big if, but I wouldn't put it past him. If he is faking this, it's to try to get extra money, because he's upset that he didn't get a whole lot of money in tips recently from Mario Wonder. He had that one stream that had, like, no money outside of the podcast. So he's upset they didn't get any money whatsoever. And he's like, well, maybe if I, like, fake an emergency or whatever, I could get money. But it didn't work, because he didn't get that much money in tips last night. So he's trying to double down on it and put all this doom and gloom. He's like, my business is in trouble. My business could fail. You guys don't want to see my 15-year career go out the window because of some internet mistake, right? So he's going to try to drum this up and fake distress, which is against terms of service, guys. I'm not saying you should, but isn't that against terms of fucking service? Feigning distress like that?
watch the stuff I've already uploaded. That's number one. Number two, if you would like to support in some way, please by all means do. I would really hate for this to, in the midst of the busiest gaming time of the year, to now massively negatively affect me. You know, which I...
You were already massively negatively affected because your gameplay shit, but also because you were having low income streams the past couple days before this happened anyway. So it's not like you were making hundreds and hundreds of dollars per stream before this happened. You were having slow streams before this happened.
I can't, which
so that has no impact on that.
Let me put it this way, all right? I'm very happy that I'm not in a position anymore that I'm living day to day, because I was very much so a few years ago. I was in...
Phil, what are you talking about? Phil, what is it, Phil? Are you living day to day, paycheck to paycheck, and my business is in jeopardy? And it's going to be an end to my business entirely because I can't get paid and I didn't get any money from my streams and everything like that? Or is it, oh, well, I'm actually like very happy. I'm not living paycheck to paycheck and this isn't that big a deal. Which one is it, Phil? It can't be fucking both anymore. It just can't be. You're either living paycheck to paycheck and you're begging because they ruined DSP Gaming. They ruined your own business because you didn't generate enough money on your night stream because you refused to play a game you easily could have streamed. And you're living paycheck to paycheck because, God forbid, you didn't make as much money on that night stream. Or you actually are fine financially and you're feigning distress again. But, oh, I'm so thankful I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, and this isn't as big a deal as I'm making it sound. But it also is a big deal that I'm making it sound. So please give me more money because it's really bad. And they're destroying my business. Which one is it, Phil? It can't be fucking both anymore.
Positions where, like, every day I was like, man, I got to raise this much.
Get
today,
off that fence post.
Or I can't do this. Luckily, I'm not necessarily in that situation. It's not that bad.
So stop bitching about it.
I don't want to go back to where I was. Do you understand what I mean? I've been doing good. I've been trying to pull myself out of a kind of situation where that's the case. And if now I'm going to have extended periods of time where I can't regularly stream, I can't do my regular work, I can't make the money I usually make, it will put me into a bad position again. And I'm
So you're catastrophizing is basically what it is. You like going worst case scenario and overthinking like crazy. That's what you're
afraid that this thing, the way it's going and how weird it is, that it's going to be something that Comcast has never faced before. They don't know what the hell's going on. And it's going to be some oddball thing, and it's going to be a nightmare, you know? As is, I'm paying for the internet, and I don't have it, you know? I have a modem downstairs, doesn't work at all. I can't get anything out of it, you know? It's worthless, and I'm paying for it. I'm really...
Well, we could have told you about that a long-ass time ago, Phil. You don't need 2 fucking business lines. And we've been telling you that for years. But you're a dumbass, and you're paying for it. Even if all your internet is working totally fine, you don't need 2 modems. You don't need 2 different fucking business accounts, dumbass.
Really hoping that they're going to be able to figure this out tomorrow, you know, but I don't know. I'm skeptical. When we sat here for 2.5 hours last night and we tried everything.
Phil, I hate to tell you, but whatever viewers and fans you have left are not the brightest bulbs there are. They're not the brightest bulbs in the pack. They're not the sharpest tools in the shed. Whatever other euphemisms you want to throw out there. The viewers you have left after chasing away everyone else are not the smartest of people. So, I don't put a whole lot of stock in what they could not fix. Because it sounds like the people you have left are not that smart. So, it's probably something the tech guy has seen before. And you and your idiots just don't know.
And the best we could do is connect via a different DNS server, like the Google server, and we could get Google to load and YouTube to half load, and it was slow, and it wasn't really working. What makes you think that the Comcast tech, who probably never faces this kind of an issue, is just going to know how to fix this, right? Like, I don't have faith in it. I don't.
How do you know he hasn't faced that issue before, Phil?
I get the feeling this is going to be an issue. They're going to come. We're going to be here for 2 hours. Nothing's going to get resolved. They're going to have to escalate, internally search, escalate, and it's going to be, you know, I hope it's not weeks.
Oh, I hope that's the case. I do hope that's the case, Phil.
If this PC restarts or turns off,
I hope
or
I'm
if
wrong.
this internet resets, I might just lose connection, and that's it. Now I can't stream at all.
Yes, I would like that's not gonna happen, but that would be so fucking funny.
Right, I'm lucky that I still have that connection working for some odd reason. I don't even know how, but it is still working.
And keep in mind, if a tech guy shows up and is trying to figure this out and solve this, Phil is not going to let him touch that modem upstairs that is only working for that desktop. And even that desktop is not even working 100% anyway. Keep that in mind.
It's weird because it's like half capacity. It won't load certain sites, like YouTube. It won't load YouTube in my Firefox browser. Why? Obviously, something is up. Something's going on. You know, we're in a situation where, at a moment's notice, things could fall apart. And this is my business. And it's not right. It's not right to be in this position. Who knows what's going on? No one seems to know. That's the thing, you know. Like,
are you finally realizing that you're not really in control of your own business and that you're reliant on all these different factors to keep your business afloat, Phil? You don't work. I mean, you don't own a brick and mortar company, Phil. You rely on Comcast for providing steady, uninterrupted internet. You rely on YouTube being there to store your useless, boring ass fucking videos every day, Phil? What if YouTube went away tomorrow? What would you do? What would happen to all those videos you have uploaded on YouTube? Do you have them backed up? I know a long time ago you claimed you did, but do all those external hard drives even still work? You would lose your shit. You're starting to fucking realize just how fucking what's the right word? You're starting to realize just how like uncertain, not uncertain, it's unreliable this kind of job can be. As a like, and the audience is fickle. They can turn on you on a dime, and clearly they have, because you don't have a whole lot left, right? And then it's like, it's not a steady form of income. That's why it took you forever just to get a loan to buy your house in the first place, because you couldn't prove that you earn enough amount of income through doing this as a job, Phil.
Like, we tried to figure it out.
It's not reliable, that's it. It's not a reliable source of income, that's it.
Comcast screwed this up. I don't
Jesus,
know.
my brain doesn't work. Well,
It's uncertain.
really
Please,
early.
if you can support content right now that I'm doing, there's so many ways you can support my content. Watching it, engaging with it, doing a super thanks on an on-demand video. If you look at the description of any of my videos in the last several months, there's always a link for a tip. You can send me a tip if you want to help that way.
Jesus.
Intend tomorrow, and let's hope for the best and see what happens on the live stream, you know, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm already set back, and now there's potential that this is a big release week with Alan Wake 2 and continuing with Spider-Man and continuing with Mario, that now I'm not going to be able to.
Big release week, as in one game is being released. Alan Wake 2 is being released. A game that very few people actually care about. Phil cares about it, and maybe some diehard horror fans somewhere care about it, but it's not that big compared to like Spider-Man 2 or even Super Mario Wonder. So
to do what I need to do, you know? What I'm going to do, like I said, right now, I'm going to plug in this laptop over here to this 4G wireless device and see if I can get it kind of working. So at least I can have like a normal stream tomorrow, but that's not a solution. We figure out what is the root cause of the problem, because the whole thing could come down, right? All right, guys. So before I ramble on too long,
I kind of hope so. That would be kind of.
I'm out of here now. Like I said, I'm gonna upload this and I'm out of the door to spend a day with my wife and do a bunch of appointments and other things. And let's hope for the best. Fingers crossed. And let's see if tomorrow we can get this resolved. But hopefully, I'll still be able to get Alan Wake tomorrow. You know, we'll see. I have it installed. I'm ready to play, but we gotta see if we can get it working. All right. So thank you all. I appreciate everything. Have a good day, rest of today, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Peace out.
All right, one more thing before I send you guys on your way and I go up to bed, all right? Now, this part was fucking hilarious. This was from his night stream when he was trying to figure out what was wrong with the internet. And this part blew my mind. I could not stop laughing. I think I have it paused on the right part. And this is from his own fucking account. Oh boy.
And it says there's still no internet. There's nothing you could, like, what can I do to fix that, right? I don't know. I've tried restarting it, everything, nothing. Will not work. So I come back upstairs here. So now I've got a theory. My theory is thus.
Very smart theory incoming. Put on your intelligent caps and let's listen to the master tell us what his theory is.
For some reason, okay, my desktop is still working because somehow when I was live streaming, I had a direct, constant connection to the internet. And because I was streaming at the time and the data continued, it kept that pipeline open. And even though technically the internet died out for 60 seconds, the pipeline stayed open. And so my connection has never been severed to this modem. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you think...
Do you get that, guys? Because apparently the internet is just a bunch of pipes and fucking tubes. And Mario goes on in there. And because there's a constant flow of let's use water for example, because water is the same thing as the internet, right? Because it's constantly flowing, it was not disconnected, and because it's not disconnected, that means it's still working, right? Right? Right?
Think about it, the laptop's connection was severed, the phone's connections were severed, but the only thing the connection wasn't severed was the desktop. So the desktop is continuing to work because the internet connection never stopped. Do you see? I know that sounds weird, but that's the only thing
sounds
that I can
weird,
think of
alright,
that's
Phil.
different from all my other devices. It doesn't even make sense that the desktop is still working, but everything else has stopped working. So to test this theory, here's what I did.
Oh, it gets better.
I was on my PlayStation 5, which was still, it still worked. I turned it off. I disconnected my PS5 Ethernet. I plugged it into the back of my Xbox. I turned on my Xbox. My Xbox will not work. It will not connect to the internet. So I disconnected from the Xbox, went back to the PlayStation 5, and now the PlayStation 5 won't go on the internet either. So the connections continued to work while they were...
He had verified results from his experiment. That must mean it's correct, right? It couldn't be like not related or not correlation, you know? It has to be related. So can't just be a coincidence or anything.
Were connected, but as soon as I disconnected them, they stopped working. I don't get it, but that's what's going on.
Please, Windows, please force update for Phil's desktop. Please force an update for Phil's desktop.
Okay? Now, in the meantime, during the break, two things happened. Number one, I opened up, well, let me put it this way. I tried to contact Comcast. They would not allow me to call them. And isn't it funny that my wife said the same thing happened downstairs with the downstairs? So now I've got a theory.
I just want to hear this one more time because holy shit.
My theory is thus.
I got a theory. A game theory. It's only a game theory. More like an internet theory.
For some reason, okay, my desktop is still working because somehow when I was live streaming, I had a direct...
I love how confident he is in his ignorance. Like, when I'm live streaming, leans right up into the camera. Right up into the mic. When I'm live streaming...
direct, constant connection to the internet, and because I...
Constant connection,
I
guys.
was streaming at the time and the data continued, it kept that
Data.
pipeline...
The data stream. The data river of Mako. I mean, Ethernet cable.
open. And even though technically the internet died out for 60 seconds, the pipeline stayed open. And so I never...
The pipeline. As in Mario, you know, it's like, maybe you got a Goomba clogged in your pipeline, Phil. Maybe you need to, like, go in there or call Mario. Yeah, call the Mario Brothers. Swing your hips from side to side. Come on, do the Mario. And they'll go in there and get the Goomba out of your pipelines and everything will be all set, right?
My connection has never been severed to this modem. You understand what I'm saying? When you think about it, the laptop's connection was severed. The phone's connections were severed. But the only thing the connection wasn't severed was the desktop. So the desktop is continuing to work because the internet connection never stopped. Do you see? I know that sounds weird, but that's the only thing that I can think of that's different from all my other devices. It doesn't even make sense that the desktop is still working, but everything else has stopped working. So to test this theory, here's what I did.
He tested it. He formulated a hypothesis, and then he began to experiment. And he experimented. And because it's not repeatable results or anything, and it's a flawed hypothesis to begin with,
I was on my PlayStation 5, which was still, it still worked.
And coincidence is not causation or correlation.
I turned it off. I disconnected my PS5 Ethernet. I plugged it into the back of my Xbox. I turned on my Xbox. My Xbox will not work. It will not connect to the internet. So I disconnected from...
Plus, I thought at the beginning of this video, which you can rewind and find out, because I'm not gonna do that. But at the beginning of this video, didn't he say that, like, his stream did blip for a second and it came right back? So, technically, because it didn't shut off, his stream didn't end, but, it fluctuated. You know how, like, when you have, like, an internet hiccup or whatever, where it's, like, it doesn't fully shut off, but it, like, your stream doesn't die, but it, like, will, like, go down a couple frames or, like, pause for a second and come back?
From the Xbox went back to the PlayStation 5, and now the PlayStation 5 won't go on the internet either. So the connections continued to work while they were connected, but as soon as I disconnected them, they stopped working. I don't get it, but that's what's going on. Okay? Now, in the meantime...
Oh my goodness. Alright, guys. That's it for this video. I apologize, I went a little too far. I guess just stay tuned for further coverage, and we'll see how this mystery resolves itself. Will Phil... Will Phil... Wait, how do I phrase that? Will Phil's internet come back? Will the tech guy be able to resolve the issues him and his dens cannot? Find out next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Oh wait, I mean Detractor Ball Z. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I had to include that whole pipe thing, because holy shit, that was so good. I'll see you guys next time. I still gotta finish the other video I was doing, and we'll see what the natural conclusion to this is. I probably won't be making another video on this topic, because it'll probably just be yeah, the tech guy came and solved the issue, so there's no real point making a whole nother video, unless something else happens. Something wonderful and crazy happens. But I'll keep you updated if something outside of the norm happens. And I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace.